Happy Friday, everyone. It is Friday, it is Friday, it is Friday. My name's Carol, I'm with you for the next 4 hours, live from the Jewellery Maker studios in Redditch. I know where I'd rather be. I'd rather be coming to you live from somewhere like California. That'd be pretty amazing. Wouldn't it, Christy?
Absolutely, baby.
Christy's over from California.
Now I'm live from England.
Swelligant aficionado, the queen of Swelligant. What is your title?
Messy girl. All round messy girl.
All round messy Swelligant girl.
Yeah.
And we've got Linda as well.
The original messy girl.
Fantastic. This is going to be brilliant. Christy, welcome.
Yes, thank you so much.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker. It's fantastic having you with us here today.
Oh, I'm jazzed.
She's jazzed. I love it. Fantastic. Do you know what? We've got an American channel just next door as well.
Oh, really?
We transmit to the United States of America.
Fabulous.
We do, yeah. So we've got Christy with us today.
Dude.
We've got Christy with us today, who's from California. We've got the lovely Linda as well, who's resident designer and really part of the furniture, aren't you, Linda?
I certainly am.
Don't laugh, she lives under the desk.
I do, yeah.
dear.
There's the duvet.
You see the bed
There's a
under
lot
there?
of room under there and a lot of
see?
beads, so I believe it.
Yeah. There we go. It's going to be one of those shows. It's going to be crazy. There's a reason why we don't normally have 3 people on the show, and it's because it's going to be mayhem, but it's going to be great fun. I'm going to come behind you, ladies. Fantastic. Christy, we're going to be seeing some amazing demos with you.
Yes.
Linda, what are we going to be seeing from you today? Do you feel like doing some demos today?
Yeah, I think I will do a few. Just a few.
Just a couple?
Yeah, I'll do a few, but I'm just going to be watching in awesome reverence at Christy doing her Swelligant.
I know. It's going to be absolutely incredible. We're so lucky to have Christy with us today. And it's it's good to see you, Linda.
Yeah, it's
good.
good to see you too,
Wow,
Kat.
it's good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you. We've got some amazing brand new strands today.
I know.
We've got some gorgeous kits. Your boutique collection is brilliant as well.
We've got some gorgeous. I'm looking at them over there.
I know.
Wow. In fact, that's the first. I've just spotted them because I've been chatting to Christy the whole morning. Wow.
You know the rules, Linda. You can't jump over the child gate which we install here. You can't hurdle over it. You've got to stay where you are.
I've
You
been
can't.
practicing as well.
Been practicing hurdles.
Yeah.
Tell you what. Do you know what? I bet she has. I can actually believe that. Oh, so we've got loads and loads and loads of Swelligant on today's show, which is just fantastic. We've got loads and loads of brand new strands, incredible bundles. We've got gorgeous kits. We've got more. Come on, Ryan. We've got more amazingness on today's show. I'm drawing it out, Ryan. I'm drawing it out. It's there. It's in the corner. Look, it's in the corner. It's in the corner by the window. By the window.
Oh, for God's sake.
By the window.
Oh, we've got a different
sorry, it's got some more.
We've got a different
Right.
stick.
We've got more amazing things on today. See, I'll give you one moment of fame. More amazing things than you can shake a stick at.
I came a bit slow
Well,
there,
Ryan,
didn't
it was
I? Came
a bit slow on the uptake there,
Sorry.
to be honest.
Sorry.
Just take the stick away now. Well, it's just going to be one of those shows. We've got loads and loads and loads coming up. Including brand new strands. We've got moonstone, we've got the most gorgeous smoky quartz and white quartz, we've got amazonite, we've got blue quartz, we've got loads and loads and loads. We've also got some bundles that have got DVDs in and tools in. We've got some stunning, we've got a natural collection, a natural bundle. We've got scale mail coming up on today's show. We've got moonstone, magnesite, we've got loads. Basically, we've got loads. And Swelligant. I know. Swelligant coming out of our ears. We really do. It's going to be incredible. So, should we start with the early bird? I think it's probably a good idea, isn't it? The early bird. Hello, early bird. How you doing? What time did you get up this morning, early bird? Oh, really? Fantastic. Gherkin got up at 5:20 today and started doing the fandango in my stomach. It did. It did. Good old kick. Just kicking and punching and kicking. And doing some more punching and kicking. So I thought, I know what I'm going to do. So I pressed my stomach against my husband's back so he could feel it as well. I thought, if I'm going to be awake and my child is going to be awake, my husband's going to be awake as well. He didn't wake up, no. No. Anyway, the early bird catches the worm. The early bird is going to bring you some amazing deals today. This is all about bringing you a chance to get involved with a deal which is totally unmissable. Whether it's to do with tools, whether it's to do with gemstones, whether it's to do with DVDs or something brand new, something which is clearance. Today, the early bird special is something which is going to be great if you're brand new to jewellery making, but also if you're somebody who's been making jewellery for months and months and months and years and years and years, because you can never have enough of these kind of things. Let me show you what you're going to be getting. Now, this is the voice of experience here. When I first started making jewellery, I tried to make jewellery without one of these and it just went horribly wrong. You need your beading board. This is a fantastic way of organising your gemstones, planning out those necklace, bracelet designs, whatever kind of design it's going to be, before you actually commit to putting it on the beading thread. Put your findings in here, put your gemstones in here. I know that every single one of our guest designers use these beading boards. In fact, Linda is actually using 3 at the minute. Why have you got 3 of these on the go, Linda?
Well, I haven't actually. I've got 6.
You got 6 on the go. Just kind of hold a couple of them up. Just what have you got?
I've got awesome findings on this one.
Yes.
Okay. And then I've got a later kit on that one.
Yes.
I've got another kit on that one. I've got another
Right.
kit down there. And I've got one as a just in case I need to overspill.
Right.
Okay?
So you've got a lot of these
I've
boards
got a
on
lot
the
of
go.
those boards, and I'm the same at home. Because as I said on the show on Monday, if I can see my, whatever it is, on a bead board, then my brain is in jewellery making flow. I can see exactly what I've got. If I put it on a tabletop, my brain automatically messes everything up.
Yeah.
And I don't see it in the form I need it
And once it's on one of these trays, it just becomes
yeah,
it just becomes clear.
yes. Yeah.
You get in the zone,
Yeah,
as
you
it
do get
were.
in the zone. That's what Christy was saying earlier. You get in that zone, and that's the zone you need to be in when you need to get your creativity woken up.
Fantastic. So you've got your beading tray. I tried to make pieces of jewellery without this. It went horribly wrong, not only because I didn't feel organised, but because the gemstones were rolling off the table as well. Keeping your gemstones, keeping your findings all in one place is really, really, really important. As well as your beading tray, you're also going to be getting a bracelet tray. This is a later addition to our tray accessories, but it's equally as fantastic. You can measure out the circumference of bracelets. So we've got circumference here for 7 3/4, 6, 6.5, and 7-inch bracelets. So you've got that template, so you can make your bracelets nice and simple and easy. So you can literally just lay your gemstones out. Have I got enough for a 7 3/4 inch bracelet? Yep, fantastic, brilliant. You've also got rulers down the bottom here in inches and in centimetres as well, so you can measure out the length of bracelets, the length of, oh, I don't know, a tassel maybe, of maybe a charm. You know, if that's what you need to do, you know, you've got that measuring device there. So you've got your 2 trays, fantastic, great ways of keeping everything nice and organised and in one place. The next thing I want to show you is the helping hands. This is an ingenious tool, and there have been so many people who have come on our workshops here at Jewellery Maker without having used one of these before, have been given them on workshops to work with, and have then gone and bought them. The helping hands is basically just that. It helps you to make those pieces of jewellery. It comes with a magnifying glass, so if you're visually impaired, or if you just need a little bit of a help, or you're going to be working with maybe seed beads, some of our gems of distinction strands, then this is a fantastic tool to have. You've also got these, and these are your little clamps. Can you see them? One on either side. So fantastic if you're going to be doing some really, really fine work. Fantastic if you need to hold something and then work on it. So if you wanted to hold maybe a piece of, I don't know, polymer clay that you're going to be doing some swelligant on, you want to hold it really nice and still, then you can clamp it in here, you can swelligant around it. Once it's dried, take it out of there, and it's finished, and it's been untouched by human hands. It's a fantastic tool to use, a fantastic tool to give you that bit of confidence. Linda, have you used the helping hands before? I've heard a lot of people who are visually impaired using these so they can see the gemstones a bit easier, so they can see what they're doing.
Yes.
How have you found the helping hands useful?
If you're making a series of charms and you want to put them straight onto a charm bracelet chain, then you can have that right in front of you, so you've got it there. You haven't got to hold the chain. In other words, that is your third hand.
Yes. So you put the chain in between these 2 clamps, and then you can directly connect the charms
and
onto the chain.
obviously if you are visually impaired, or if you are using very tiny, say, gems of distinction, then you can pop the magnifying glass into the picture as well.
Ah, that's fantastic. So it really does act like the most amazing pair of helping hands. You can get it into loads and loads of different positions as well. So if you want to bend it this way, if you want to kind of, easy Ollie, easy. So if you want to kind of move it this way, move it up, if you want to do that, it's a really, really fantastic tool to be able to do loads of different things with, okay? So you've got your helping hand, which I'm just going to pop here. And you've also got, which I'll just pop there, looks like a little person, I think, the helping hand. And then you've got your Wirework Edition 1 DVD. These are all hour-long DVDs, which are jam-packed full of tutorials, which give you loads and loads of inspiration and tuition based around, on this particular Wirework. In fact, here's a little excerpt from the DVD. Hints and tips for all levels. There's lovely Lucy and Laura Binding with graphics over her face, making a Tree of Life pendant, herringbone weave, lovely wire bead caps as well. The DVD won't look like that, don't worry. So you've got an hour-long DVD here with at least 6 tutorials on. So Wirework Edition 1, Wirework Rings. Ooh, fantastic. We've actually got a bundle coming up later on which is based around Wirework Rings, which is great. Wirework Rings, fairly self-explanatory there. Another hour-long DVD, and Tiaras and Fascinators. So another fantastic hour-long DVD with at least 6 tutorials on there. So that's 3 hours worth of tuition. You think about how long, sorry, not how long, how much a 3-hour lesson, private lesson with you and an expert in their field would be, how much a 3-hour driving lesson or a 3-hour piano lesson would be, or a 3-hour swimming lesson would be. It would be so much money, wouldn't it? These DVDs retail at $4.95 each, okay? So you've got your 3 hours worth of DVDs, which add up to what, let's say £15 for argument's sake, 'cause it's $4.95 each. You've then got your helping hands and your 2 beading trays. Now this is an early bird special, so this is your chance to come in and get a really, really fantastic bundle. Great if you're brand new to jewellery making, because of course you've got all these DVDs, you've got all this tuition available for you, and you've got your beading trays. But similarly, if you've been making jewellery for a long, long time, you're going to be using these beading trays. As Linda says, she uses loads of these at home. She's working with 6 at the minute. You can never have enough of these beading trays. So you've got your beading trays and your helping hands, which undoubtedly, if you've never used one of these before, they will be useful. Now, these bundles are all about bringing you fantastic deals and making you a saving you money. That's what these deals are about. This is what these bundles are about. You can get involved in a couple of different ways, either by giving us a call on our free phone number, which is 0800 6444 655, or get involved on our website, which is jewellerymaker.com. Simple and easy to get involved. Today, you are going to be making a saving. Today, for these 3 hours worth of DVDs, your helping hands, and your 2 beading trays, what should be over £23 is actually this price here, £9.95. £9.95, and that is for everything here. That's less than what it would cost you to get the 3 DVDs separately. That is amazing. £9.95 for your 3 hours worth of DVDs, your helping hand tool, and your 2 beading trays as well. Incredible. And these are going to be tools which you're going to use again and again and again. These DVDs, you don't have to watch them all at once. You can pause them, rewind them, fast forward them, learn at your own pace. That's the great thing about these DVDs. They're very visual as well. I'm the kind of person, I don't know about you, but I'm the kind of person who learns through seeing demonstrations, seeing things happen in front of me rather than somebody just telling me. So if you're similar to that, then this is going to be a fantastic bundle for you to come in and get. If you've already made wirework rings, if you've already had a go at making tiaras and fascinators, and you know, you've had a bit of wirework experience as well, that's okay, because do you know what? You're probably going to learn and refresh and revise some of the skills you've already learned. So don't discard these DVDs. They are fantastically useful, and I'm sure there will be a technique on here and you think, that's a lot easier to do it that way rather than the way that I've been doing it. Do you have any friends? Are there birthdays coming up? Do you run after school clubs? Do you want people to, you know, would you like to educate maybe young people how to make wirework rings? They're some of the simplest pieces to make. Really, really, really fantastic deal here. Loads of you on the phones. Now, you're only going to be paying £2.95 P&P per order, which is brilliant, and that lasts for the whole day. That's today on the live show and on the late show as well. Not only that though, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can get this home, have a look at it, feel the quality, maybe do a bit of a a price match, see if you can find anything similar. You know, what kind of a price is it going to be? Is it that great a saving? You know, are you going to be saving more money elsewhere? If you're not 100% satisfied, send it all back. We'll give you your money back. And if you're brand new to Jewellery Maker, you get a number of things free of charge as well. You also get, if this is your first order today, you get a free tutorial booklet, which is great. So free tutorial booklet with loads of information in there. You get your free tutorial booklet with loads of information in there about our basic toolkits. There's some tutorials in there as well, which are really fantastic, just at the back there. So tutorials in the back, so to give you even more confidence and know-how. You also get a 1-hour Get Started with Jewellery Maker DVD, another hour-long DVD, which gives you loads of basic tutorials that you will use on a daily basis. Whenever you make a piece of jewellery, things from how to use crimp beads, how to knot elastic. So if you're going to be making stretchy bracelets, stretchy rings, techniques which will be so wonderfully valuable to you. So you get these things free of charge. You also get a workshop and tutorial booklet, which is a fantastic booklet which gives you loads of information about workshops that we have coming up here at Jewellery Maker. We've got a silver clay rings workshop with us today with the lovely Natalia, who's teaching away in there in the workshop. There they are. So that's silver clay rings in there today. No, it's a selection of jewellery makers who are learning how to make silver clay rings. I think we should start a Swelligant workshop. That'd be amazing. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? Swelligant workshop. Can you imagine how messy that would be? It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Right, so £9.95. Well done to all of you there. Do hold those lines. Now, today's show, we've got a bit of everything on today's show. We've got gemstones. We've got to be see some gorgeous wire work that Linda's made as well. And we're also going to be focusing on Swelligant as well, because we do have Christy with us, who is Swelligant expert all the way from the USA, which is brilliant. So we've got experts with us today. We've got resident designers with us today. We're going to see some gorgeous demonstrations. Linda, what are you, Chrissy, talking about over there? Anything interesting?
Very actually, but I'm not letting you into the secret because it's a first as far as I'm concerned.
Great. Yeah. Thanks for that. So you're not going to tell me at all?
Nope. I'm not telling you at all.
Is it Jewellery Maker related? Because it very rarely is with you, Linda.
No, it is this time. It is this time.
Wow. Yes. It's Jewellery Maker related. Okay, we can all breathe a sigh of relief then. Give us a clue.
Swelligant.
Yeah.
Gemstones.
Are you Swelliganting gemstones? Are you Swelliganting gemstones? Christy's nodding but going like that, so yes, I think that might be what she's doing, just giving it away. Are you Swelliganting over there, Christy?
I am.
Are you having fun?
I am. I've got all my stuff spread out. I'm making a mess.
It's amazing actually, because before we went on air, Christy was very talkative, very chatty.
Yeah.
She's gone very quiet. Does this occupy you?
Concentrating. See, look at my mad scientist area over here. I have to be careful because if you mix them in the wrong way.
Oh my word.
Oh, don't say that.
Just kidding.
Don't say that.
We can all be Swelliganted.
We were talking about that before the show, actually.
Yeah, don't go there.
I think we'll leave that one off there. Right. Brand new strands. Moonstone coming up today. If I tell you this strand of multicolour moonstone, which is going to be yours today. Let me just double check this, because I don't know if we can actually do this. This strand of moonstone nuggets. Look at the size of them. Look at the shiller of them. Look at the quality of them. Believe it or not, this strand of moonstone is going under £15. I know. It's going to be incredible. That's coming up on today's show. We've also got Amazonite trapezoids. Amazonite trapezoids, these gorgeous trapezoid tapered Amazonite shapes are coming up on today's show as well. These are gorgeous gemstones, aren't they? Just beautiful. Yeah, really gorgeous strand there. It really goes well with the moonstone, actually, putting them together. And then we've got smoky quartz and white quartz rectangles coming up today, which are lovely. They're really smooth rectangles, which is really nice to see. Gorgeous rectangular smoky and white quartz. Another gorgeous strand coming up on today's show. We've got loads of bundles as well coming up on today's show. Look at those. It's like melted ice. Oh, It's gorgeous, well done. If you are still calling up for the early bird special, which is £9.95, don't forget, you can still get involved. We move on, generally speaking, because of time. If you want to give us a call and maybe you don't know the code for whatever it is you're calling up for, if you just mention to the call centre or the live help team on our website what it is you want to add to your order, if the quantity's there, they should be able to do that for you, no problem at all. Lovely. Right, where are we going now? This one here. Perfect. We're starting off with a gorgeous bundle. We are actually going to give this to Linda. Right, perfect. Brilliant. You were worried you weren't going to get a challenge today, weren't you?
Yeah, I was actually a bit disappointed in you.
Oh, in me?
Well,
That was very pointed. Disappointed in you, Carol.
So she gives me teeny weeny seedy beadies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You've got gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous hematite 2mm rounds here. Beautiful 2mm rounds here. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Really, really wonderful. I know how Linda feels about these sea beads and the fact that there are lots of people who make pieces of jewellery who say, oh yes, little sea beads, great accent gemstones. I know that you don't like them being described as accent gemstones,
No,
do you?
I don't. I mean, as I've said, like time and time again, you know, these tiny gemstones take so much longer to prepare. They're picked out as well.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they are eye-catching. And they're treated equally the same as any other high-end, fantastically beautiful big gemstone.
Of course they are, yeah.
But they cost more because of the smallness of them.
Yeah, everything has to be
the whole
downsized.
production line of them, it just for some reason or other costs. I don't know why, and I won't go there, but I know for a fact it costs more to produce them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The quality you're going to be getting here is superb. When you've got gemstones which are these little 2mm rounds, as Linda quite rightly says, it costs a lot more to bring you this strand than it will maybe a 6mm strand or an 8mm strand. And that's because everything has to be downsized. If you can imagine, there's so much more that can go wrong with a strand like this once you're drilling it, once you're faceting it. And if it does go wrong, then the gemstone is totally useless. You can't use it at all. A strand like this has got that quality. A strand like this has got that gorgeous, gorgeous quality that you would expect to get with a larger strand of hematite. But this bundle's got even more, because we've got a strand of, this is gorgeous, you're going to love this, a double strand of the most beautiful ruby zoisite nuggets. Now, bringing you a strand of ruby zoisite nuggets is wonderful. Every single one of these gems is unique. It's got a completely different quality to the hematite, which is a uniform colour, uniform size, uniform shape. This has got loads of different greens and blacks and reds in it, and there's loads of ruby qualities going through this zoisite strand, which is really nice to see. You would expect to see greens and blacks with ruby zoisite. You don't tend to get lots of the reds, but I can see loads and loads and loads of red inclusions with this, so that really is indicative of the quality you're going to be getting here. So a double strand of your ruby zoisite, which is just beautiful. Then, last but certainly not least, you're going to be getting a genuine strand here, a double genuine strand of Australian opal. I know, a double strand of Australian opal. Let me show you the quality, the variance in colour, the play of colour as well. When you get these flashes of blues, greens, reds, purples, violets that go all the way through genuine natural opal, it's known as the play of colour, which is basically light reflecting from the inner silica balls, basically the water inside the gemstone. What you're getting here is a strand of genuine natural Australian opal. This is considered by many people to be the biggest and the best location for opal in the world. You know, opal that comes from Australia is right up there. And I think if it hadn't have been for something like Ethiopian opal and African opal, I think Australian opal would be the only opal which people would actually buy. It's got that much heritage behind it, that much longevity behind it. You know, whether it's Lightning Ridge or Kubapedi opal, you know, there are some of the biggest and best locations in the world from Australia. So to bring you a strand, a double strand of genuine natural Australian opal is wonderful. So you've got your Australian opal, gorgeous tones in there. You've got your ruby zoisite double strand in there, wonderful. And you've got your hematite as well. 3 gorgeous strands, beautiful gemstones. You're getting nuggets in there. You're getting tiny little hematite rounds, perfect for making beady beads out of. You can embroider with these, sew with these. One great price. The code is THGC58. For all 3 gemstone strands, actually the equivalent of 5 strands of gemstones you're going to be getting here, because in the opal and the zoisite you're actually going to be getting the equivalent of around about 80 centimetres of the gemstone quality there, whereas in the hematite you're going to be getting about 38 centimetres, so twice the amount you're going to be getting with the hematite strand. So really it is the equivalent of 5 strands of gemstones. Here's your deal today. Call us on our free phone number or get involved on our website, jewellerymaker.com. THGC58, £11.95p. Now, Linda, because you're going to be getting loads of nuggets, because there are loads of gemstones on the strand, presumably that means that because they're irregular sizes, irregular shapes, some of these are smaller than others, you're going to be getting even more of the gemstones on the strand because they're not big 10mm rounds or big 12mm rounds. You're going to be getting even more, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you took the time to count how many gemstones you've got on those strands, you know, you're going to be there a long time counting.
You would be there for the whole day, I think.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what's in my head at the moment?
Go on.
Mark, eat your heart out.
I know. Mark Smith is one of our guest designers who is nuts about chips and nuggets. And I know if he's sitting at home right now, which he probably is, and he's probably watching Jewellery Maker. Do you want this, Mark? Give us a call. What kind of ideas do you have for this, Linda?
Essentially, what popped into my head in the first place was sort of making a capsule holiday wardrobe of jewellery.
That's a nice idea.
Because that shrieks a backdrop to holiday wear, doesn't it?
Lovely,
you know,
yeah.
Any holiday wear is going to work with those colours, particularly the opal.
Yeah.
That's going to work with anything. So, you know, we sort of have to sort of capsule pack for holidays.
Lovely.
Or vacations. As Christy would say, sorry. And yes, you talk a foreign language here. We have a foreign language here and a foreign language here. And mine's Birmingham. But yeah, essentially we have to sort of pack small capsules, don't we, because of weight and things like that. So I think we should do the same with our jewellery and have something that works the whole way through the wardrobe.
Oh, that's going to be lovely to do some capsule wardrobe pieces with these. Stunning. So we're going to give this a lovely Linda. She was complaining that she'd never challenge, so we've given her a challenge. Fantastic. There you go. Get on those phones, enjoy this gorgeous bundle, enjoy the textures, and I know you're going to be inspired by Linda's pieces today, by what she makes from this gorgeous challenge. Now, we have got loads and loads and loads coming up on the show. Are you having fun over there, Christy?
I am.
And you're swelliganting
everything that I can find, yes. Linda brought over stuff, so we're painting on that. I brought a shell, some things I made with polymer, just anything I can find. I'm going to start on the table next. Is that all right?
Great.
Are you going to start swelliganting the table?
You can, you know.
Do you know what? Yeah. I quite like the idea of that. A bit of set design whilst we're here. Why not? Let's do it. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to be catching up with Christy later on in the show. It's going to be brilliant seeing just what you can swelligant. You really can swelligant anything. It's incredible. I'm going to be wandering around my house with a Dremel because the Dremel tool is just incredible, and you can Dremel pretty much everything. I know Chris really wants a Dremel as well. It's one of those amazing tools that you can just... there's Chris. There he is. Hi, Chris. No, that's Ryan. That's Ryan and Chris. Love the limelight, don't they? Just love the limelight. And swelliganting as well. Ryan, get out. Have you got one of these?
No.
Do you want to come over and get it?
Thank you very much.
Oh, they're so naughty.
Excellent.
Just ignore them.
Thank
There you are,
you.
lovely. Right, Chris, can we have the camera back, please? There we go, lovely. Right, so we've got another gorgeous bundle here. We've got tons and tons and tons to get through today, so we're going to have to move really, really quickly. Starting off with plain white rounds of gorgeous magnesite. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Really, really, really beautiful plain rounds of white magnesite. Gorgeous little 4mm rounds here, which are just stunning, aren't they? You can really use this across absolutely anything. The wonderful thing about magnesite is it's got this gorgeous matrix which runs through it, very similar to turquoise and howlite in that way. Takes dye very, very easily as well. And once it is dyed, it can look like turquoise. It can look like any number of gemstones. It's really, really fantastic. You're then going to be getting Gems of Distinction white quartz saucers. Now, if you look very carefully, these are smooth saucers They're like kind of like a flying saucer kind of shape. They're beautiful. Look at that gorgeous clarity on this, stunning. Really beautiful clarity on these. Gorgeous quality, beautiful bright white brilliance coming out of these as well. And you can set these with any colour, with any quality that you want, whether it's a moonstone we've got coming up on today's show, whether it's a bright fuchsia agate, whether it's going to be different kind of beading thread. Gorgeous, gorgeous strand here, 40 carats of your white quartz. And then you've got labradorite. Now, labradorite, goodness me, we've got some gorgeous labradorite on today's show. These are faceted rounds of labradorite. It's a natural gemstone, a member of the feldspar family. And what you get is a gorgeous, almost like a silvery grey background to this gem. With the facets being there, you get silvers, you get blues, greens, purples, oranges, pinks, peaches coming out of this incredible gemstone. It's just alive, it's beautiful. The labradorite you're going to be getting here, the labradorite is, they are 8mm faceted rounds, 160 carats. Look at that quality, isn't that beautiful? Just gorgeous, beautiful peaches there, pinks, oranges, the most wonderful, wonderful colours going right the way through this gorgeous strand of labradorite. This is called Wonderful Dream. I like the name of this bundle. I do like the name, yeah, it's gorgeous. So, 3 strands in total. Can go with absolutely anything because essentially you've got white, silver and grey backgrounds. So we'll go with absolutely anything that we've got coming up on today's show. Today, yours for one great price. Don't forget these bundles are only available till 9 AM tomorrow morning or until stocks last. This is your deal until that time. $9.95. $9.95 for your 3 strands of genuine gemstones here. Beautiful qualities. Labradorite, white quartz, magnesite. Just looks stunning, doesn't it? Really, really, really beautiful. Now, please don't forget that you don't have to necessarily use all these gemstones together. If you want to maybe use these gemstones throughout different projects, you can do that. There's nothing to say you have to use these gemstones together. So if you get this home and you've got an idea maybe for the labradorite, but maybe not for the other strands or vice versa, that's absolutely fine. You can get them home, use them for whatever you want. There's nothing written down that says you have to use these gemstones together. We bundle these together because quite often they do look really, really beautiful together, but also it's to save you money. $9.95 for all 3 strands. That works out to £3.31 a strand. You know that's incredible for genuine gemstones. I know that's incredible for genuine gemstones. It's yours. Enjoy it. Great stash essentials here. Really, really beautiful. Great stash essentials here. Yours today for less than £10. Now, coming up on today's show, we are going to be looking at Swelligant. We're going to be looking at gorgeous brand new bundles. We're also going to be kind of trying and testing and seeing what you can actually Swelligant, which I think we're going to be all surprised by. In fact, I know we're going to be surprised by what you can actually Swelligant. It's going to be amazing. I've got our first brand new kit. We've got the song back, Ollie. It disappeared for a few days. We got the song back. It's called Fleur Noir. Does that mean dark flower? Black flower? Oh yeah, it is black, isn't it? Noir et blanc. That's black and white. So a black flower. I can understand why it's called that, and you'll see why in a couple of seconds. Do we have the song? Here we go. It's a brand new kit, everyone. Are you ready?
It's a brand new kit. Brand new kit. It's a brand new kit. It's a brand new kit. Yeah!
Christy's looking at us like we've all gone mad. Right, Christy, do you know Paul Collins? Paul Collins? Who's Paul Collins? Who's Paul Collins?
Personal friend of mine.
Phil Collins' younger brother. Do you know Phil Collins?
Oh yeah, comes over all the time.
Phil Collins. Paul Collins, you're friends with him as well, yeah? I know
The whole
Paul.
gang, all the Collins.
We're like that. Right, so Phil Collins, his song One More Night. One more night.
It's just one more kit.
One more night. And we try and shoehorn whatever we can to the words of that song. I don't know. It's just something we started doing a few months ago. So it's brand new kits. Should we play it again?
Brand new kit. It's a brand new kit.
Brand new kit. It's a brand new kit. It's a brand new kit. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah!
I love it, love it.
I feel like I need to high five someone. I really do.
Air 5.
High five. Right, so it's called Fleur Noir. Everyone calm down, calm down. Right, it's gorgeous. You've got some beautiful, beautiful gemstones here, some amazing shapes, and an amazing price. I think we're going to might have a little surprise with this. So here we go. Oh, black onyx faceted rounds. These are just beautiful. Black onyx faceted 5mm rounds. Gorgeous genuine gemstone here. As soon as you start to facet jet black onyx, you all of a sudden unlock its character, you unlock its beauty. It really does bring you that sparkle, that luster, that quality, which just looks incredible, doesn't it? The luster is awesome with any black gemstone, with black onyx, gorgeous. So 75 carats of black onyx faceted 5mm rounds. Then a strand of black jet. Now, what you're getting here is a very, very light strand. It feels like amber. I think we need to double check, is this actually black jet or is it black amber? I think we do need to double check this perhaps. Maybe with Hannah, I think, who should be upstairs at the moment. Because I wasn't aware that we could actually get hold of black jet, but we'll double check for you. So you've got this gorgeous, gorgeous strands here. Beautiful black coins. Look how smooth they are. Look at the gorgeous quality you're going to be getting here. Really, really, really stunning. The final strand you're going to be getting here, because we've got the black elements, I've got calla lily shaped beads. This is in a kit. This is in a kit. Calla lily shaped white quartzite in a kit. Really, really beautiful white quartzite calla lily shaped beads. Now, basically, what you're getting here is a custom cut strand. You're getting something which has been carved, something which is taken so long to bring to you. It's not like faceting or cutting a square or a round. You're getting such wonderful, smooth lines on here, such lovely feminine qualities here that it's so difficult to be able to bring you this kind of curved, elongated gemstone. You're effectively going to be getting on this strand approximately 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 on this strand. That's a lot of these calla lily shaped beads. Whenever we have brought to you over the last couple of months calla lily shaped beads, they have sold out in seconds. They really have. Whatever gemstone they are, I think these are perfect for all of your bridal projects, perfect for tiaras and hair slides. In fact, we've got the gorgeous design just up there. Can you see that one there, Chris, on the left hand side, which is just almost all been made out of calla lily shaped beads. There's some shell pearl in there as well, which looks gorgeous. But that gorgeous cluster design is primarily made out of calla lily shaped beads. So you really can go the whole hog and make a really big statement piece, or use them sporadically throughout hair slides, throughout maybe bag charms, and they just look gorgeous. So you're getting white quartz-like calla lily shaped beads. Jet, so this is black jet, and black onyx. Black jet, wowzer. Do you know what? We had Black Hawk on the show yesterday, which is such an unusual gemstone. That's just incredible. So you've got your 3 strands of gemstones. You're then going to be getting monofilament, beading thread and elastic. These are your 3 threading essentials. So great for making necklaces and bracelets, all of your stretchy pieces, and for use with smaller gemstones, or if you want to make maybe an illusion star necklace with this almost invisible thread. It's gorgeous. How about we then bring you some more gemstones? Yeah. 1, 2 black dyed drusies. These are gorgeous. Look at the sparkle on these. The sparkle on black druzy is unbelievable. It's like a midnight sky. It's beautiful, isn't it? You're getting 2 of these gorgeous sparkly black drusies, which is basically a dyed quality of druzy. It's beautiful, and each one of these gorgeous coins has been center drilled, so easy to set into pieces, and we're going to see how Linda has set it into her beautiful designs today. Now, with all these gemstones and this threading pack, you're also going to be getting findings. In this particular case, you're going to be getting 41,925 sterling silver findings, which is incredible. These findings include eye pins, head pins, bolt ring clasps, jump rings, crimp beads and earring findings as well. They're 925 sterling silver. They're precious metal findings you're getting here. I can't reiterate and I can't stress enough how exciting it is for us to be able to bring you silver findings in a kit. Quite often with kits that we bring you, they're going to be plated copper findings. These are silver findings, 95 sterling silver findings, which is incredible. Working with these findings will be a joy. You've got that quality and you've got that security of knowing you're working with precious metal. And I know that there are so many of you on our Facebook page who constantly comment on how much you love the sterling silver findings. They're here for you in this kit. Now, you've got a kit here which has got the most wonderful gemstones. They can be contemporary, they can be really, really classic. They're definitely classy. You've got essentially a black and white kit. The quality looks wonderful. It is wonderful. You're getting the findings, you're getting the threading pack, you're getting the drusies as well. You're getting everything you would expect to get from a top quality kit. And the price point is amazing. Have a look at your deal today for this incredible kit. Call us now, $29.95 for this kit. It's gorgeous. Black onyx, black jet, white quartzite calla lily beads, and your threading pack and your 925 sterling silver findings. So much quality here. Really, really, really beautiful genuine gemstones here. And isn't it lovely to see a black and white kit that isn't necessarily just all about rounds or all about one shape. It's about calla lily shaped beads and really unusual black gemstones and really gorgeous qualities and textures of black and white gemstones as well. I was going to head over to Linda to see the beautiful pieces that she's made here. Because this is a gorgeous kit, Linda. Who put this kit together? Do we know? It's really, really lovely.
I was sneaking for it, was it?
I love having calla lily shaped beads in a kit, don't you, Linda?
Absolutely, definitely. Particularly this monochrome look. I think it really works. The addition of the extra head pins in this kit as well. We've got a little packet of the T-bar, the T-topped head pin. So in our kits we'll put the little ball ends in, don't we? But it's a bonus having.
Oh, you're getting extra head pins as well?
Yes, there's extra head pins in this. Yeah, sterling silver, extra head pins.
Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't even realise that.
Yep. Did you not?
No, I didn't. So you're going to be getting your findings pack, which has got your head pins, eye pins, crib beads, shepherd's hook, jump rings, and bolt ring clasp in.
Plus an extra packet of.
Plus an extra packet of 925 sterling silver head pins.
Yes, there's a lot of silver.
Wow, there is a huge amount of silver there. Yeah, you're getting 20. Oh my goodness me, you're getting an extra 20 flat head pins with this. Wow, that's incredible.
Well, it just. For the designer who makes the kit up, it gives us a little bit more scope.
Of course it does, yes.
Sort of obviously add, because we have to work within the constraints of the kit. So it's allowed me to do, using the extra head pins, I've actually turned them into eye pins, as it were, to make sort of gemstone chains, and to make extra sort of dangles and charms.
Oh wow!
Which I think this whole kit lends itself to.
It really does, yeah. These calla lily shaped beads just dangle beautifully, don't they?
I think it's an automatic thing to because it's centre drilled top to bottom. It seems an automatic thing to use that centre point and turn it into sort of a stylised flower anyway.
Gorgeous. I think having the extra head pins in here, you're quite right. It's really allowed you to make the most of these calla lily shaped beads. I love what you've done with the druzy here. It's nice to have the two little drusies in there, isn't it?
Yes, that's another bonus. There, I've used it as a central pendant drop, and then on the other necklace, it's slightly asymmetric.
Yes,
and I've just used it as an asymmetric focal point, which asymmetry. You know, by little and large, it does have a focal point, asymmetry does, and if you've got something as gorgeous as a piece of black druzy, use it to that effect, I think.
Yeah. Well, what was the jet like to work with? Because it feels like
beautiful.
amber, doesn't it?
It does
very,
feel
very
like
light.
amber. I mean, I shouldn't, it's not a million miles away, is it? Because, I mean, jet is sort of a fossil anyway, isn't it? It's sort of a wood fossil, and amber's a tree fossil. So it is different. It's, from a tactile point of view, it does feel different to the black onyx.
Feels warmer, doesn't it?
Yes, that's right. It does, and I suppose that must be the medium from which it sort of gets its life from. Really.
Absolutely, yeah. It's gorgeous. That lovely little bracelet there, gorgeous little charm bracelet. So sweet. And you've used the calla lily beads again. You've put the onyx inside the calla lily beads, and I just love this look because you're really making the most of the shape of these gemstones. You're really making the most of the elongated quality. And we're actually going to see a technique on how you actually can use these calla lily shaped beads, because I think a lot of people recognise them as being beautiful. They really, really want to be able to use them, but it's now going to be fantastic to see actually how you know the different ways in which you can use these. So, what are you going to be showing us?
Well, it's the sort of technique that runs through the makeup of the kit. Really, is using that centre hole of the calla lily. It's different from the majority of gemstones in as much as we've got this sort of 3D effect, and then you've got this sort of fold around this centre hole, so you almost feel as if this is the route that you want to go up, but perhaps you're not quite sure how to do that. But by using it from the demonstration I'm going to give, think outside the box then, because by putting the head pins through the centre of the calla lily, because you've got these little flat head pins in there as well, you could just pull that through and then pull them round into a flower. You could have a calla lily stylised flower then, and you wouldn't actually see the mechanic because we've got that. I'll sort of show you exactly what I mean in a minute if we have that. But just to trigger off the pendant look or the earring look or even that chain look on the other necklace, I started off with using one of the little ball end head pins. Pop one of the black onyx on, and then taking your round nose pliers, put the round nose pliers so they're resting on top of the black onyx, and push away. Flick the wrist round to be comfortable. Bring it back through 180 degrees. Take your pliers out, pop the bottom prong back in, and then push down slightly onto the gemstone. And then just wind around, trying to keep the excess as close as you can to that bottom prong of the plier. Thereby you should get a really nice circular look.
You may as well use that excess because it's sterling silver at the end of the day. It's
exactly, that's exactly what I'm doing now. Because it's sterling silver, then it's very malleable. It's very malleable, and you can easily push it around with your fingers. So I've made sort of a little top hat coil on the top, and then taking your flat nose pliers, you can just catch that little bit of excess and ease it in. If you find it simpler to cut it off with your pliers, then do keep it, because if you do a lot of resin work or enamel work, you can use them. So just pop it in and then straighten.
Oh, that looks
great.
Okay.
And then take one of the eye pins, which is the one with the little eye on the end, and open up. Okay, and then pop that onto there, close back up again. Okay, and then with a calla lily, take the calla lily and just find the hole in the calla lily with the eye pin and push through.
Oh, that looks great.
So you've got that sort of first little dangle.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Now obviously what you can do, as they've done on the earrings, is instead of putting this black onyx onto an eye pin, onto a head pin, put it onto an eye pin and elongate the chain. And it's exactly the same way. Then just make up a series of the calla lilies and use them as pendants. If you want to use them and turn them into a flower, just get one of the little flat head pins, pop it right up so that basically then all you see is that tiny little tip. Do 4 or 5 of those, and then because, as I said before, that the silver is really malleable, you'll find that you'll be able to twist those head pins and you'll bring them round into a fan shape. So you get that kind of bunched quality. You can have a fan shape. You can have a real sort of stylised flower, as it were. So just think outside the box.
It's really nice to see how to use these gemstones, because I think we all love them. We all love the size and the shape of them and how organic they are and how beautiful they look. But it's having that little bit of inspiration of just how to use them. You know, you can use them in so many different ways, as Linda has just shown us, either by making a gemstone chain, to making a dangle, to making a flower design. There are loads and loads and loads of ways in which you can use this. Now, we have actually given a couple of these calla lily shaped beads to Christy.
We have.
Oh my goodness me.
So this is to prove.
You're right, Chris. He's having a giggle.
He was shocked. To prove, we'll leave them on the. Well, I'm going to leave them on the paper, Chris, if that's okay, because they're still slightly wet.
Yeah, still a little
So what Christy has done here, with this one here, okay, what she's done is prepped with the prep solution, that's correct, isn't it? And that basically cleans off anything that may be on the surface of the gemstone or whatever you're
a
using.
way of binding the
And binding.
painting on there, yeah.
Excellent.
So
that
it
gives
kind
you
of coats it, yeah.
Right, so
Yeah.
that gives you a
Lovely.
surface
Yes,
for
that's
it
exactly right.
to stick to. And then I think you put the bronze.
Brass, yes, brass.
The brass,
yes.
the brass on.
Yeah.
And then finished it off with
Some darkening dye, actually, some black dye, just to give it an aged look, because it really has a look of old metal.
Yes.
So that's a little bit of that crunchy
Exactly.
stuff, yeah.
So that's a first for me, knowing that you can use it
Okay.
on gemstones as well, and certainly on
fantastic.
something as aesthetic as a calla lily gemstone. I think this is a great thing to be
Yeah, because
able
if you're
to
like
do.
working with golden findings,
Yes.
then you might want all of your gemstones, but you might want to pop with the gold here and there, or silver or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then on this one here, Christy has just sort of partially
Yep.
coated the gemstone, so that then you've got that sort of flow.
Oh, yes.
If you see them, it's just, see how beautiful. I mean, when it's dried as well, it's going to.
So you could do that
it's gonna be
just the tip
really
of the gemstone,
beautiful.
just to accent it, just to highlight
Yes,
it.
exactly.
I wouldn't have thought that the swelligant would go on gemstones because the gemstones are so shiny and so glossy.
That's
But
what that prep does.
Yeah.
It helps grab onto your shiny surface so that metal can stay on.
ooh,
Yeah.
we're going to learn so much on today's show. It's going to be fantastic. A great kit, and you can do your swelligant with it as well, which is just fantastic. Which we're going to find out as we go throughout the show with Christy as well. $29.95. You've got your black jet, black onyx, calla lily shaped quartzite, black druzy, 41 silver findings, a further 20 925 sterling silver head pins, so you can make designs like these. Your threading pack, all for under £30. That's all for less than £30. Having the extra 20 925 sterling silver head pins in this kit, I think, is brilliant. That's a lot. They will go such a long way. Having jet, having calla lily shaped beads, having the druzy in this kit, knowing that you can use it with swelligant as well. We've got loads of swelligant bundles coming up on today's show. Even more exciting. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. And please don't forget, if you are brand new to Jewellery Maker today, if you come in and get this kit today, you make pieces of jewellery from it, maybe decide Jewellery Maker isn't for you, that's okay. Send it all back to us with all the pieces that you've made, and we'll give you your money back. Simple, easy, fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, let's go see some of your gorgeous designs on the Wall of Fame. Well, we're staying here because Chris is over there. So we've got number 318 here.
Swelliganted.
Yeah, we probably will get swelligants if we went over there. It's dangerous. We've got a lovely handwritten letter here, lovely from Sue, who says, "Hi all at Jewellery Maker. My Kumihimo wheel arrived last Friday. Here is my first attempt." I think it's gorgeous. I used crochet cotton for the coil. JM Findings and a pendant bought for me by my daughter for my last Christmas present. That's gorgeous. Carry on the good work. With thanks, Sue. Sue, I think that's gorgeous. I don't know if you can see, it's black and white with a gorgeous pendant on the bottom there. It's really pretty. Thanks so much, Sue. And Sue's from Yakeley. Thank you, my love. That's gorgeous.
This is absolutely, when you hear
chainmail.
the email I've got,
It's gorgeous.
it's fantastic. This is number 320, and it's from Penny, locally in Birmingham.
Yay.
Penny says, "Hi everyone at Jewellery Maker. I love your chainmail DVD. After me and my 11-year-old daughter Katie watched the DVD, she had created this within an hour.
Wow.
This was her first attempt at chainmail. It's a brooch and was inspired by the flower chainmail design. Keep bringing in the new things for us to try, and thank you for bringing chainmail to jewellery making hobby. I love everyone at Jewellery Maker, and I have done for 3 years." That's an 11-year-old after about an hour.
Do you know, yeah, this is
after
it.
seeing that DVD. It's
Chainmail
amazing.
always strikes
Amazing.
me as something that is
Amazing.
brilliant and really addictive, but it takes a while to learn the kind of
Yes.
the patterns. An 11-year-old did that in an hour.
With coloured as well. She didn't just go either gold or silver. She went straight into colour.
That's incredible, Penny. Your daughter's
Jewellery
so
Maker in
talented.
the-
That's
in the
wonderful.
making,
I've got number 317 here. Gorgeous set of jewellery, beautiful colours here. From Suzanne, who says, "Hi to all at Jewellery Maker. My Wall of Fame entry is made with purple quartz and silver ring spacers. The flower on the bracelet is from one of your brilliant bead scoops, and the heart is from my stash. The ring is my first attempt. I can't get the hang of it." Well, the ring, that's gorgeous. Keep up the good work and entertainment. I love you all. Suzanne. Suzanne's from Merseyside. That is just gorgeous and beautiful colours for this season as well. Gorgeous for this summer. Lovely. Thank you so much, Suzanne.
This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is 319 and it's from Joanna. In Somerset, Joanna says, here's my entry for the Wall of Fame, and the necklace consists of amethyst slabs, rose quartz and green crackle quartz with gold plate, copper wire, sterling silver, gold plate toggle and bar, all from Jewellery Maker. Using the wire for coiling to make flowers and spacers were great fun to do. It's also nice to see the new tools coming in onto the market to do these things. I've had good comments on the gemstones and the detail of the flowers for this jewellery. Thank you for all for your tips and inspirations. You all work very hard to bring all this together for TV. That's fabulous, isn't
that
it?
lovely? Lovely colours in there.
Fabulous.
Gorgeous. Now, I've got an entry here, which is number 316. We've got chainmail. There's some, looks like some, oh no, that's not polymer clay. There's some macrame in there as well. This is gorgeous. It's been sent in by Hazel Knight, who says, hi, all at Jewellery Maker. This is a wall of firsts for me. It's my first chainmail bracelet, my first macrame bracelet, and a bracelet using both. Also, my first pearl and leather bracelet. I absolutely love that pearl and leather bracelet. It's gorgeous. She says, this is also my first time I've sent into the Wall of Fame. Hazel, this is a first for everything. This is great. Can you just say hi to my sister Jill in Scotland, who is another JM fan? Hello, Jill. And Hazel, I've got a message for you as well. Could you contact us with your contact details, please? Just before the draw, before next Wednesday, could you let us know your contact details? So either write to us or email us at studio@jewellerymaker.com. Studio@jewellerymaker.com. If you can let us know, and just put your name on there, but put your customer number on there as well, and your maybe your telephone number as well. Because if you win the Wall of Fame, we don't have your contact details. So Hazel, if you could contact us, that would be great before next Wednesday. That's fantastic, and so many different disciplines being used there. That's gorgeous.
Beautiful,
Isn't it lovely?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right. Do not go anywhere. I've got a brand new strand coming up after the break, and we're going to be. Oh, have you? Yeah.
Oh.
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 That's not Amazonite.
No.
That's not Amazonite.
Nice,
Oh, it was gorgeous. Chili peppers. We've got gorgeous Amazonite coming up after the break. Which should be a lot more serene looking. And we're going to be joined by the very, very talented Christy as well, who is going to take us through our first Swelligant demonstration. It's going to be incredible. Don't go anywhere.
Chandi beads are Jewellery Maker's range of 925 sterling silver beads that have been handcrafted in our workshop in the heart of Jaipur. There is an 8-stage process to craft these artisan beads. Stage 1 is the annealing process. This is when heat is applied to the sterling silver wire, then slowly cooled down in order to soften the metal to make it more workable. Stage 2. This is the pattern making process. This is where the silver wire is put onto the spindle of a rotary machine. Stage 3 is the cutting process, and Stage 4 is shaping. Stage 5 is soldering, and this is done to give firm joints to the beads. Stage 6, assembling. Stage 7 is surface cleaning. And finally, Stage 8 is the plating process, which starts with steam treatment to treating it with dilute sulfuric acid to remove the impurities and making it perfect for plating. Come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our Viking Knit workshop. Laura will guide you through how to use a lazy daisy from start to finish. You will learn a variety of techniques, including how to design bead caps and how to create the double knit weave. The full course includes a selection of different coloured gauged wires, a generous bead scoop, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, and a visit to our gem museum. All of this for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Our
commitment here at Jewellery Maker is to provide you with genuine gemstones. Many places might not be able to do that, but we want to guarantee it. So how do we do it? We go to the laboratories and we get tests. We have our own in-house gemologists that can guarantee that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting.
Oh, wow, these are gorgeous, aren't they? Stunning, stunning, stunning. Genuine gemstone strands here. This is Amazonite. This is Amazonite. You're getting everything that you would expect to get from Amazonite, those gorgeous, soothing, calming colours. You know, it's amazing what an effect a colour can have on your mood, on the way you feel. I don't know what it is about this kind of colour, this kind of shade. I think it's because it's the sky blues, it's the gorgeous lagoon colours, but it just makes you feel just more peaceful. It's very, very relaxing tone. And when you maybe you're painting a bedroom or something and you want to paint it a blue. There are some very intense blues, there are some very dark blues, there are some really beautiful mystical blues, but something like this is cool and soothing and calming. It's a gorgeous gemstone strand. What you're basically getting is a strand of trapezoids of Amazonite, which are tapered gemstones. Everywhere at the minute, and it's been a recurring theme and fashion and trend throughout the last few years. Wherever you go, whether it's H&M, whether it's Accessorize, whether it's I don't know, whether it's Marc Jacobs, wherever you go, you are going to see tribal-inspired pieces of jewellery. And that is something which has been happening for the last kind of 4 or 5 years, really. Gorgeous kind of fingers of gemstones, big shards of gemstones being used around necklaces to create kind of main necklaces and bracelets. Really gorgeous kind of textured pieces with, if I just hold this up there, this kind of design. So maybe big chunky gemstones in between each one of these, and just gorgeous big textured tribal pieces. And this kind of trend, I think, is going to be around for a long time. It seems to come back every single spring and summer. The quality you're going to be getting here, superb. For me, it's textbook Amazonite. The fact you're going to be getting these gorgeous soothing colours, this slightly translucent quality, so it's not completely opaque, certainly not transparent, but you're going to be getting that gorgeous glow. For me, it's textbook Amazonite, it really is, and the size and shape is bang on trend right now. So if you want your jewellery to be really on trend, you want it to be something which, when you take it to maybe a really fashionable craft fair that you want your pieces to sell, then honestly, I think you can't go wrong with a strand like this. Whether it's a selection of pendants you make, whether it's wire-wrapped rings you make, whether it's big tribal necklaces and bracelets, I think you're going to have a winner with this strand of Amazonite. And there are certain gemstones which during spring and summer we always sell out of, and those gemstones always seem to be turquoise, Amazonite, Larimar, dyed turquoise howlite, and I think it's because of that summer holiday feel, that summer holiday quality, that lagoon quality, that beautiful, soothing Caribbean Sea kind of quality that always makes these gemstones sell out. Get it before everyone else does. Get ahead of other jewellery makers out there. If you're showcasing pieces that feature a gemstone strand like this now, you're going to be ahead of the game. There are so many people who are still focusing on spring colours. Go down the summer route. Now, brand new strand for you today. Amazonite trapezoids. Gorgeous strand here, 245 carats at one great price. This brand new strand is yours today. Have a look at your deal. You're going to love this. £8.95p. £8.95. Now, if you look at how many you're getting on this strand, approximately 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, about 24 on a strand. That is a lot of rings, of pendants you can make, or similarly, if you want to get 3 or 4 or 5 of these, you could quite simply make just big statement necklaces and bracelets, even if they're not for sale on your stand, even if they're not for sale on your stall. you can just make pieces, display them to draw people in, to draw your customers in. And isn't it lovely being able to have this unusual shape ready for, if you do commissions, ready to offer customers. Say, okay, well, you've got a summer wedding. Okay, well, you're going to be getting married abroad. It's going to be a beach. It's going to be a beach wedding. It's going to be something for your honeymoon and for your wedding. Okay, well, I can offer you this strand of gemstones, and this could be different to something which any other jewellery maker is offering. It's making yourself different. It's making yourself that little bit different to other jewellery makers. That's what strands like this is about, giving you gorgeous quality in such a wonderful form. Well done. I've got loads of you coming in and double buying this, which is great. If you do want to multi-buy this, just speak to the call centre or live help. Less than £9 for your genuine natural Amazonite strand there. Gorgeous. Well done. Really, really lovely. And don't forget, you're still going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. We bought you Amazonite over the last week, a few different strands, and they've all gone really, really well. I think people are starting to feel a bit braver about getting gemstones for summer. And whether you mix it up with autumnal gemstones, you know, red carnelians, maybe some red agates, really taking it through from summer into autumn, perfect, just gorgeous. Chocolate browns, gorgeous quality. Now, this kind of colour goes beautifully with what we're about to show you. Because when did we launch Swelligant on Jewellery Maker? I think it must have been, it was last year. It was last year, I think. It was one of the most successful launches of any product we've ever brought you on Jewellery Maker. But because this incredible product comes from America, we could only get certain amounts of it in. We could only get a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of Swelligant in to the UK. Now we can get even more. Now we can bring you, and we can meet the kind of demand that there has been for Swelligant. And today we are so, so, so lucky because we do have a Swelligant goddess with us. Chrissy, do you like that?
I do. I like that. I think I'm going to put it on my letterhead now.
Put it on your put it on your resume. The Swelligant goddess. How long have you been working with this incredible product?
Not very long myself, actually. Probably just a little more than a year and a half, actually. Yeah, I discovered it in one of my jaunts and just loved it, and worked with a company that creates the chemicals, and they're all non-toxic, non-hazardous, fantastic stuff. So I worked with them to kind of relabel it, remodel it for the jewelry crowd, because it wasn't available for jewelry people at all. It was all studio industry artists, you know, that were doing big installations and things. So I'm just loving it. So I'm still learning myself.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it wasn't necessarily developed for the jewelry industry.
Yes, not at all.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So
one of the major attractions for me is the fact that it is non-toxic.
Yes, and it doesn't smell. You know, sometimes you use things and you think, oh, it's a chemical, but it's really, you know, don't drink it, obviously, but it's very, very good for your environment. It's not going to need special care or special clothing or anything like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now we've got different bundles coming up today, which feature Swelligant products. We've got this bundle. We're going to be showing you some of the metal qualities as well. The bundle you're going to be getting here is primarily about the kind of effects you can give to your pieces. So you've got Swelligant, which one are we showing first? Swelligant Darkening Patina, and we're going to see a demonstration with Chrissy in just a few seconds using these products. So you've got Swelligant Darkening Patina. You've also got Swelligant Tiffany Green Rust as well, which just sounds gorgeous.
It is.
You've also got your final one here as well, which is Swelligant Patina Gold Green Verdigris.
Yes.
Now, we've got a lovely guest designer on Jewellery Maker called Debbie Bulford. This is her favourite Swelligant.
Yes, she wrote to me and wanted some samples to play with, and it's just gone from there, so fantastic.
It's the Verdigris, I have to say, I've seen it in action. I've seen the results you can get from it. It is beautiful. It's so striking, and what you end up with is something that looks, I don't know, it looks aged.
Very aged,
worn.
yeah.
It's beautiful,
I'm so glad Debbie brought it to you guys. It was just wonderful. But yeah, that's what this specializes in, is the look of old metal, which you know is so hot right now. Anything that looks like reused and nostalgically pulled into, it goes great with bling. Yeah. That kind of crazy patina with the bling is a kind of nifty little look.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, We're bringing you these brand new Swelligant bundles. We're bringing you 4 different bundles today. They've all got great stock quantity. Today is the day to get involved with Swelligant. It really honestly is. The code for this is QRGC03. We're going to see a demonstration with this in just a few seconds. Your price today for these three Swelligant patinas, this is your deal today. Give us a call when you can. £14.95p. Now, on our website, on jewellerymaker.com, they're about £7 each.
Yeah, that's a great
$7.95 each. So that is a massive saving you're making here. Under £15 for all 3 of these Swelligant pieces. Now, I've got loads of you already on the phone lines there. Please do text us. Do you have any questions for Christy? We'd love to hear from you. We'll get the text number up in just a couple of seconds because it would be wonderful for you to pose any questions that you have to Christy so we can deal with those and answer any of those. I'm going to head over to Christy now so we can just talk a little bit about what you're getting here. Are these 3 products which do completely different things, or do they all do the same thing but in a different way? Do you get a different effect? Yes, yes, and yes.
You know, they are, and I'm going to show you some nuances of that, but they are made to age. So it's sort of like Mother Nature in a bottle. So if you took some piece of metal out in the universe and it aged naturally, this is like speeding up the process. So it's going to do to your metals what normally would happen.
So when you see aged copper that's on a weather vane that's been outside,
exactly.
is that kind of...
Exactly, that's what it's doing, right?
Perfect.
Right. There's some nuances to each one, why there's 3 instead of just 1.
Brilliant.
They do different things.
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so what are you going to show us first?
Well, the first thing is we're going to start with the darkening patina. Now, obviously, there's a couple of steps involved, and what I find a lot of times happens with people is they get a little overwhelmed. It's like, well, I have all these things. What do I do? In what order? There's a free download on my website, and I don't know if you have it linked to your website too. If not, that's probably something you can do.
Tell us what the website is.
It's just ChristyFriesen.com. But if you Google Swelligant, you'll find me.
Perfect.
But it gives you, like the things I'm going to tell you today, it gives you the how-to. So you can go take that and read it again, so then you go, oh, that's what she did, you know. But anyway, the patinas, this not only works, I'm a polymer artist, so I make things out of polymer and then I coat it with the metals, and I have a blast with that. But it's good for anything. As you notice, I'm gonna demonstrate here on a shell. And you can put it, isn't that fun to just, you know, pick it up off the seashore, and you can paint it with your metals and then add the aging to it. But you can do it, as we saw, on gemstones and other things. But it's not complicated. You're basically painting and aging. That's it. Perfect. So the darkening, what I'm doing here is I've got the coating of the silver. And the silver is one of the many of the metals, and you can leave it just like this. If you want to have a nice, beautiful, shiny silver, then that's absolutely beautiful. But if you want to make it look like it's an old silver, that's where the darkening comes in.
So we're going to be bringing you the metal colours later on in the show. So we're going to be bringing you the bundle that features the silver, that features the iron as well. So we are bringing you that later on. Okay, so you're
going to have to use them a little bit, because here's the only trick you have to remember when working with this stuff, is that you have to put patinas on when you're using the metal coatings, the metal Swelligants. So you have to put it on wet metal, right? Just like if you're out in the rainforest, things are going to rust and oxidize much faster than if you're in the middle of the desert. Same thing. Yeah. Okay, so now all I'm doing is I'm taking the darkening and I'm just going to like gently lay it over. It gets messy, as we talked about before, and sometimes it pulls up a little bit of the paint, the Swelligant. Don't worry about that. Wow. You can just rinse that right off. But as you can kind of tell, see how it's sort of getting dark right while we're watching?
Oh, yes, it is. Look at that.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, that's brilliant.
So I'm going to do it on half so you can kind of see what's going on right here. And you really want to remember that you're working with Mother Nature to make an aged look. You're not trying to, if you want shiny, keep it shiny. If you want the aged look, then that's where this patina comes in. And it will do what it does. Now, because this is a chemical reaction, and it's like the acidity of vinegar, so it's not a big deal. It's not going to hurt your clothing or your hands. You could rinse this off right now and go, okay, that's enough, I'm done, and just rinse it right off.
And that would stop the process.
Exactly, which I'm going to blot it dry a bit here. But if you rinse it, you see how it gets some of the little crumbly bits and things there?
That's wonderful.
If that sickens you, you can just rinse those right off, and you'll have just the color and not any of that stuff. But I love that grungy business.
So do I.
I think it looks really hot. And then later on, we'll talk about dyes and things, and you can pop that whole thing and make more of a color. I'm kind of staying on this paper, which I know is a little boring or looking, but I didn't want to ruin Linda's beautiful little mat here. So anyway, so there's the darkening, and the darkening will work if you're using it on silver, then it does fantastic on that. On any of the metals, it makes them look aged. Now the rest of your patinas, the Tiffany green and the green gold verdigris, they create that beautiful green green color that you see on bronze and copper and brass.
Right.
And they also create rust on iron. Dun 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 dun, drum roll please. Thank you, you're doing that so well. Ta-da! Do you see this rusty mess right there? That was a piece of polymer, and now it is a rusty metal. Do you see how fantastic that looks? You get all of them. In fact, I can put that one straight on here because I don't think it's got a mess. But you see, you get the crunchy, the little bit of shiny, all the nuance of color. So these patinas will do to the metal what nature would do.
And you use the
Tiffany green and the green gold verdigris to create that.
Wow.
Isn't that exciting?
That's brilliant.
I just love it. And this is the exact same patina but on brass. So it does what nature does. Brass turns orange in the rust,
yes,
right? And your verdigris happen on the brasses and the coppers. So that one patina, well, those two, because one goes towards the yellow, one goes towards the blue, one works faster, one works slower.
This is
just get them both.
So this is the patina on the
on
brass.
Iron.
Sorry, on iron.
On iron, and this is on brass.
And that's on brass.
Isn't that fabulous?
You get two completely different looks. That's incredible.
Exactly. I absolutely love that. Can I hold
Can we
those
just
up a
hold
little
those
bit?
up? Yeah, that'd be great
Yeah,
to
let's
see.
see. Let me get it. Where's the camera? I have trouble with that. There we go. Can
That's
you see that a little better?
right.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
There we go. Okay, now I'll hold that. And I see I've patinaed my fingers too. That's a nice little extra that you can have. So. Yeah, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Now this one's got a lot of patina all over it. And you might go, well, it's kind of a little much for me. I'm not sure how I like that. It's a little rough. I have a trick for that too. And that typically we'll get into when we get into the metals. But just because you've got a lot of rusty or patina on there doesn't mean it's got to stay like that.
Oh.
You can pull that down and make it less. Like here's this one else again. See if I can do the camera
And you just
trick here.
highlighted this, haven't you?
Yeah, this is the copper and it's got the patina on it, but then I went back and I overbrushed more copper on there because I didn't
So you
want
can
so
pull it
much.
back a bit?
Yes, you
Oh,
absolutely
that's
can.
fantastic. I didn't realise you could do that.
And of
That's
course,
wonderful.
you make a lot of mess as you go along, so
Chrissy,
keep
you've
yourself
made
a
a
little
mess.
bucket. I warned you,
She's made a mess.
it's a very messy thing. Yeah.
We're asking, we just had a text in asking whether you can swell again onto metal as well.
Yes, beautifully. You can use the patinas directly onto any kind of uncoated metal. So if you've got a metal and it's like it's already got a coating and a shiny surface to it, then it's not going to be able to get through that. But if it's clean and raw, then yes, that works fantastic. So it works on, like filigree bits and things like that. You just drop it right in the patina.
Fantastic.
Ignore it for 10 minutes
to,
and then take it out and let it dry.
if you want to age hinges on a box that you've made onto a keepsake box, or if you want to age, I don't know, chain as well.
Yeah, anything like that you want to. And then we also have a product, which we'll talk about later, that's a sealer. So that once you get all this rusty stuff and you don't want to wear it and have flaky crust all over yourself, so you can put the sealer on and keep it looking nice but not shiny and aged like that. So yeah, you totally can. Exactly.
This is great.
Isn't it great fun?
Thank you, Chrissy.
Oh,
this
you're
is
welcome.
wonderful.
Have you got a second for me to just put the other patina on and see the green come up?
Yeah,
you got
we
a
can
moment
see
for that?
that.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do real quick. I just wanted to show you the same process is at work here. If you've got a nice brass piece, I'm going to put just a little coating of the metal. I already have a base coat on here. I put my prep on, I put a base coat on, and now I'm just adding just a very quick little coating so that my verdigris can work. And I'm going to use that green gold verdigris, and as I mentioned, the reason there's two is one goes towards the green and the yellowy, or I should say the yellowy part of the green spectrum, and the other one goes towards the blue of the spectrum. So what happens when you put this on is that, first of all, it looks ridiculous. It looks like a big pile of sludge, like nice sewage there. Let's see again. There we go. Can you see? And see how it's like coming up in that sort of like horrendous, ugly gray-green junk?
Yes.
Okay, so and then after it goes from sewage, then it looks like vomit. And then you're thinking, well, now why did I buy this exactly? And then it gets to this gorgeous green. So this is where it's going to go from that.
How long will it take to develop? How long will it take to develop?
This starts as you watch it. It maybe takes 5 or 10 minutes for it to start.
Yeah.
But you let it go for half an hour, even overnight, and it will bloom.
Wow.
That's what they call it with patinas. It just keeps blooming. I typically will do all the patina stuff and then run off and do other things, eat ice cream, whatever, and then come back the next morning because then it's done and I'm ready to do the next step, which is something we'll get to in the metals.
You can pull it back by adding more of the metal on it.
Yep.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, great fun, right?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Right. I'm going back over here to do a bundle. We're going to come back over to you a bit later on in the show. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Woo! Right. Here we go. Isn't that fascinating? Learning so much today. Learning so much on today's show. Seriously, I'm going to be swelliganting my face later on. Don't do that, for goodness sake. But it's one of those things, isn't it? I was sitting at home thinking, oh, I've got a lovely jewellery box at home. I've got a swelligant with the hinges on it. Yeah. Right, okay, we've got a gorgeous, gorgeous bundle here called Hot Duo. Hot Duo. I think that could be a name for Christy and Linda today. Hot Duo.
We are a hot duo, baby.
Yeah.
Hot, hot, hot. Although there's 3 of us, we have to be a hot trio.
Right. Should we carry on? Here we go, Hot Duo. Here we go. So gorgeous hematite faceted rounds here. These are just lovely, aren't they? No, are they hematite? This looks like it's... This looks like it's coated black onyx. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like it's got a metallic coating on it. Oh, that's incredible. Can you see that? Black onyx, but it does look like it's got a metallic coating on it. I almost thought it was hematite then. It's incredible, isn't it? Beautiful 5mm faceted rounds here, followed by blue colour coated chalcedony. Oh, wow, these are gorgeous. Look at these. Both of these have got kind of a metallic coating on them, like almost like a pearlescent coating on them. Oh, I'm loving this. This is a gorgeous bundle. It's a really hot duo. Like Torval and Dean. You've got a gorgeous, gorgeous bundle here. The code is PWGC37. Both of these are gems of distinction. Both of these are hand faceted. Both of these have got serious amounts of quality. And here is your deal today. Have a look at this. £14.95p. That's amazing, isn't it? That's incredible. I'd pay $14.95 for the onyx or for the blue coated chalcedony there, because both of these look like they've got a gorgeous kind of pearlescent or even a metallic-y pearlescent coating on them. It's just gorgeous. Wonderful quality genuine gemstones there. Gems of distinction, so each of these hand-faceted, hand-drilled. The quality is superb, isn't it? Really is gorgeous. Do you know what? It's less than £7.50 a strand. It's less than $7.50 a strand. That's incredible. When you think about the amount of work and time and effort that has gone into these incredible genuine gemstone strands, that is out of this world, isn't it? What a gorgeous strand. Well done. Give us a call when you can. 0800 644 655 or get involved on our website, jewellerymaker.com. That works out to less than £7.50 a strand. Amazing, amazing, amazing. What a treat. Well done. Hot duo with your blue chalcedony and your black onyx. Well done, my loves. Hold those lines. That's great. Fantastic. Now, I've got another bundle. And I love it. Oh. Ooh. Oh, wow. This is gorgeous. Do you know what? Look at the name of this bundle, Linda. I found that quite amusing this morning. Is it just my mind? It's just my mind?
My mind's the same, so...
I know. Do you find it amusing?
I find it hysterically amusing, especially as it's such a cold morning.
It is, isn't it? It's called white ball.
I'll get that.
Just me and Linda. Okay. I think it's just us who find it
just
funny.
us?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think it's just us. White ball. So you've got your magnesite 3mm rounds. You've got your gorgeous white quartz puffy 12mm coins here, which just look absolutely stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous quality. A lovely crackled, almost like a frosted quality within the gemstone strand there, which is just lovely. White moonstone gems of distinction nuggets. Oh, really, really beautiful gemstones here. Wonderful member of the feldspar family here with gorgeous schiller going right the way through the suit. I do expect to see blues and peaches and pinks and yellows and oranges coming out this gorgeous moonstone. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous glowing moonstone you're going to be getting here. Beautiful rainbow moonstone quality. Next strand, very, very special indeed. A strand of small rough cut nuggets of aquamarine. Look at the colour you are getting here. Look at how blue this strand of aquamarine is. It's not grey, it's not that kind of grey colour which you can sometimes get with substandard aquamarine. It's got that gorgeous blue quality. It's beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous, rough, small nuggets of aquamarine. Now this in a bridal project, this in a bridal boutique, incredible, because it's different. You're getting some wonderful genuine gemstones there, and lovely to see those nuggets of aquamarine rather than highly faceted, highly polished aquamarines. It's lovely to see those little crystals. And you can't deny that there is another strand there. You can all see it, can't you? It's this. This is a strand of 1,000 carats of magnesite. Look at the size of these. I can see why this is called white ball now. These are 20 millimetres in diameter. They are humongous, aren't they? They're big, big, really big. So you've got your big magnesites there, 20 millimetres in diameter. You've got your white quartz puffy coins. You've got your aquamarine. You've got your magnesite 3 millimetre rounds, your moonstone, and your gigantic, beautiful beads of magnesite. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands here. There's over 1,200, 300 carats in this bundle alone. What a gorgeous bundle. I've no idea how low it's going to go, Laura. I haven't seen a strand of 1,000 carats of magnesite for ages. Oh, we're going to go Lolo Buffalo. It's going to go Lolo Buffalo, apparently. So beautiful Stash Essential white gemstones there, but every shade of white, which is wonderful. Then, of course, you've got your gorgeous aquamarine rough nuggets as well, which just have those wonderful, beautiful, delicate tones. Going really, really well with the Amazonite that we bought you just a few seconds ago, wouldn't it? Yeah, stunning. Here's your deal today for this gorgeous bundle. Call us now or get involved on our website. £19.95p. Wow. Incredible. I think the great thing about this bundle, I don't know about you, Linda, but I think the wonderful thing about this is you can use it, and all these gemstones are so versatile for so many different things.
Well, with the addition of the howlite there, the magnesite there, which actually does look like howlite, doesn't it? It's doing a bit of a...
Yeah.
It's so on trend.
Yeah, it is.
It's really... Do you agree with that, Natalia? Thank you so much. We have our style queen here. I think it's so on trend. It's very... it's all over the high street.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
particularly in these cool colours now as well. Again, you know, all the holiday wear. And whatever, but just restranding that magnesite will make a really on-trend piece of jewellery.
It will, won't it?
Yeah.
It looks like white marble. It looks like, I mean, there are so many imitations out there for qualities like this. So many people are imitating this kind of quality, this kind of crackled marble quality. You're getting the real deal here. You're getting magnesite with your aquamarine, with your rainbow moonstone, with another strand of magnesites, and with your gorgeous coins of white quartz as well. 12 millimetre white quartz coins, which is just gorgeous. Get on the phones, enjoy this gorgeous bundle. You don't necessarily need to use all these together either. You can separate them out. You can use them across loads of different projects. I love the idea of using these all together because everything is so different, and jewellery making is quite often about opposites. Opposites do attract when it comes to making pieces of jewellery. They really, really do. Stunning. Right, okay, we've got the course with us today. Oh, somebody's mended the microphone, which is great because I bent it the other day. I dropped it on the floor. Expensive mistake, little maker. Right, so I'm going to head over. She's like, yes, well, I don't mind. I can go over there. Go over. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to go over? Right, over to the other side of the studio. Here we go. Hello, Natalia. Past Linda. There we go.
I've missed you.
Hey.
I only saw you yesterday, but I've missed you.
Have you missed me? That's nice. Did you have a nice evening?
Yes, I had a lovely evening, thank
Did you do anything nice?
I went to bed.
Went to bed. Fantastic. And got ready for your silver clay rings workshop. This
Silver clay.
I do beg your pardon. Silver clay rings tomorrow, isn't it? Silver clay workshop. Right. This is going to be interesting because we get people of all abilities, of all jewellery making levels and abilities on the show and in our workshops. Can I have a quick show of hands? Has anyone actually used silver clay before? One lady. Right. I'll pop down here. How much silver clay work have you done?
A little bit. But
I've seen you on workshops before.
Yes. And at the NEC.
And at the see, that was it. How you doing? Fantastic. So you've done little bits before?
Yes,
And was it just out of curiosity you kind of got it home, had a go with it?
I had a little go and it frightened me to death.
Did it?
So I wanted to come on a course. So I
See,
know
this
how
is
to do
it.
it properly.
Quite often it can take maybe getting the silver art clay kit to kind of have a go and to kind of build your confidence up to maybe coming on our workshop. Is it what you thought it was going to be like?
I had no expectations at all as to what the course was actually going to be like.
So you didn't know what it was going to be like at all. Have you found the clay easy to work with? Has it been okay to work with?
We're only on Play-Doh at the moment. We've not got to the clay.
Oh, I love it! You haven't let
Our way up.
you haven't let everybody loose on the real
We
deal
can't
yet.
peak too soon, Carol.
You've got to fill a whole day.
Yes, exactly.
What are you going to be making in the workshop today, Natalia?
We're making 3 projects. So we're starting with charms for earrings, then we're moving on to a pendant with bail, and the last project is anything of their choice. So who knows what they'll make?
Fantastic, it could be anything. I'm sorry I didn't make it right down to the end, I'm sorry. It's fantastic to have you with us today. It's lovely having you with us, and so fantastic that Christy's here as well, because she's of course a swelligant expert, and you can swelligant metal clay as well. It's just oh my goodness me, it's just so lovely having everybody in the building together at one time today.
It's so exciting
Fantastic.
today, isn't it?
It is super exciting, isn't it, Linda?
Super duper exciting.
Super duper exciting. Right, I'm going to head back over here. I'll come and see you lovely ladies after the live show today. Is that all right? Perfect. Right, I'm back over here. I tell you what, if I'd have known I was going to do this much walking today,
You need to put your boots on.
I'd put my walking shoes on. Right, I'm going to head back over here. Tights keep coming down today. I'm not wearing maternity tights today. I'm wearing normal tights. Just Chris is going to do an amusing dance just when I pull my tights up. Hey, there we go. Okay, they're pulled up. Pulled up. There we go. Trying to get normal tights on over a massive maternity bump. I can't believe I've still got 3 months to go. I don't know where it's going to all go. Here we go. Right, perfect. So, this gorgeous bundle is called, is it Seedy Beady? Seedy Beady? So the blah. Whatever you do, don't say in front of Linda, oh, great, seed beads, accent gemstones. Never say that in front of her. You will make her angry. You'll make her angry. Look at that angry face.
Yes. Don't make me angry.
Don't make her angry.
No.
These are so much more than accent gemstones. You can use them as gemstones, as spacer beads if you like, and as accent gemstones, but don't tell her that. But you can use them for so much more than that. Making beady beads out of these. The beady bead is basically where you make a big bead out of lots of little beads. It's a really, really easy to follow demo, really, really basic demo. Which you can find on our YouTube channel. It's probably uploaded onto our website as well, and on our Beading Basics DVD as well. You can add any of those to your order if you want to add our DVDs to your order. So when you get a strand of 2mm rose quartz that looks like this, don't necessarily just think, accent gemstones. Think about maybe making these into beady beads, sewing with these, embroidering with these. There are so many things you can do with these. They're gorgeous. Rose quartz in 2mm rounds is slightly unusual. We wouldn't normally bring you 2mm rounds of rose quartz. 2mm rounds are normally gemstones like jasper or maybe agate, not normally rose quartz. I don't know why, just not. So you've got gorgeous rose quartz 2mm rounds, followed by multicolour agate 3mm rounds. These are faceted as well as being 3mm, which is just gorgeous. Imagine how difficult that must be to facet these gemstones. Oh, the rose quartz are faceted as well. Oh, wow. You've then got gorgeous white magnesite plain 5mm rounds and serpentine 4mm plain rounds. Now, for a long time, we couldn't bring you gemstones like this, of this kind of size, and the reason for it is they were just so expensive for us to source. We managed to drive the prices down by negotiating with gem dealers, with suppliers, and saying, look, we do want these. We will buy a lot from you because we know that they're going to go. We know that our customers here at Jewellery Maker really, really do want these. Can we negotiate on the price? We managed to get these down to a price which was a lot better. However, these gemstone strands quite often do work out to be more expensive for us to source than gemstones which are the same but of a bigger carat weight. I know that sounds crazy, but when you think about the logistics of bringing you a strand like this, faceting and drilling a strand that is so tiny and petite, it is massively more difficult. Did that mean and does that mean that when we bring you these strands, they are going to be inflated price-wise? Does it mean they're going to be ludicrously expensive? No, actually. If anything, with gemstone strands like these, which are between 2 and 5 millimeters in diameter, if anything, it means that our margins are going to be even lower. If anything, it means we're actually going to be losing money on strands like this. But because they're so popular, we want to be able to bring you things that you want, because, you know, if you want them, then we will bring them to you, because, you know, we want to be able to bring you what you want at prices which are incredible. So it does mean that in the most part, we're probably going to end up losing out here at Jewellery Maker with strands like this, but you get them, and that's the main thing. And you get them for prices which are incredible. This CDBD bundle is yours today. I challenge you to find a quality like this anywhere else for a price as low as this. £9.95p. If you, oh my goodness me, if I want to be able to take you to Guangzhou in China, where a lot of our seed beads come from and are faceted. I want to be able to take you and show you the logistics of bringing you a 3mm strand, a 2mm strand, a 4mm strand, and a 5mm strand of gemstones, and show you how much more difficult it is to bring you than a strand of gemstones which is 8 millimeters in diameter. I want to be able to show you, because the machines that are used to facet the gemstones have to be recalibrated. Can you imagine if something goes wrong, i.e. one of these gemstones isn't drilled correctly? That gemstone then is null and void. You can't use it at all. If you're using a bigger gemstone, at least you can maybe save it for maybe making into a smaller bead. But if a gemstone of this kind of size, which is you know, it's a genuine gemstone you're working with here. It's not glass, it's not plastic. This is something Mother Nature has taken millions of years to form. It's an expensive mistake to make. $9.95 for 4 strands. Get involved with this, it's gorgeous. You're right, Linda.
Yes, yes. I am. Yes, I just want to get my hands on those.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the world is your oyster with these sort of seedy bead sized beads, because I don't use them as accents. I use them as a backdrop to accent a bead.
Yeah,
if you see what I mean.
Exactly
because
what you mean.
You will see the bigger bead standing out. I mean, you'll probably see later on how I've worked with this challenge here. But I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous, and you, as we've said before, you can make them bigger. But what never? I mean, look on the VT going around there. How do you facet a 2mm rose quartz that beautifully to make them really sparkle from a distance?
It's incredible, isn't it?
It is incredible. They are so beautiful.
The
so
sparkle.
Beautiful.
Sorry, lovely.
No, they're so beautiful. They're so useful. There's nothing that you can't do with them. They don't let them restrict you in any way, shape or form, because there's a big surge of peyote going on in England at the minute as well, and these are what you need in abundance for that type of sewn together jewellery. Yeah.
It's incredible, isn't it? You know, the temptation is there to always use big gemstones, big statement gemstones, but gemstones like this are making a huge comeback. I think it's directly inspired by things like, oh, I don't know, Downton Abbey, things like that. These kind of Victoriana, these embroidered designs.
As Chrissy said earlier, this is the Swelligans of gemstones, because it's the vintage look. Yeah. It's the aging look. It's the aged look. Yeah. It's the heirloom look.
Yeah. Christy, are you finding that over in the States, this kind of, you know, really small, petite gemstone quality is making a comeback, this kind of vintage quality?
Oh, everything seems to be very Victorian era inspired. I see a lot of that. Yeah, a lot of that. And the fairy tale thing, too. That's a big deal, and that pulls in some of that medieval feel. And again, you're right back to gemstones. So, yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Because, you know, you think about the movies that have been released over the last 5 or 6 years. A lot of them are remakes of fairy tales. A lot of them are kind of Brothers Grimm fairy tales. And that again, as Christy suggested, is directly inspired by medieval jewellery as well. So, you know, there are lots and lots of ways, and there is so much inspiration out there to use gemstones like this. Don't feel restricted at all. $9.95 though, honestly, I challenge you to find anywhere that can bring you this kind of quality for genuine gemstones for a price like this. It's amazing, incredible. Right, I've got another bundle here. What's this one called? I think I put this one together because it's got some of my favourite colours in. and I want it. You would just see something and say, I want that. If I'm being honest with you, when I put some of these bundles together, and management allow me to bundle, which is really stupid of them, because I just put gemstones together, which I really like. And if I'm being honest, quite often I put gemstones together that I just want to see. I just want to see them and hold them. It's ridiculous. I'd be a terrible person to work in like a chocolate factory or something. I'd just eat everything. I really would. This bundle is called Softly Softly because you've got some beautiful soft textures and qualities in here, but there is a little surprise in this bundle, which I'm so glad that it looks the way it does, because I was wondering how it was going to look, and it just sounds mouth-wateringly beautiful. Have a look at the first strands. This is a Gems of Distinction strand of white quartz drops. Now, what does that mean? Okay, Gems of Distinction, hand-faceted, hand-drilled. These are top-drilled drops, and these are like drops of water. It's just, they are beautiful, aren't they? You know, when you see a tap that's dripping and literally the drops of water, the drips of water look like this. Gorgeous quality. I love the fact that these are left unfaceted as well. They're just smooth, they're delicate. They will take on the characteristics of whatever you want to put them with. Because they're top drilled and they're tapered, you're going to be able to get even more on a strand because they're effectively kind of zigzagging. The way that they've been put onto this temporary beading strand. So that's maybe even twice the amount that you would normally expect to get if they weren't top drilled. So you've got gorgeous white quartz top drilled drops here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. 110 carats. Next strand, a double strand of aquamarine. We've seen a couple of strands of aquamarine over the last few days, which have flown out the door. This actually, with that bundle we had earlier on, the white ball bundle, would look absolutely gorgeous with the magnesite, with the aquamarine, with the white quartz, with the moonstone. Think of those gentle, soothing, calming, soft, soft qualities. With the amazonite, you know what? With the amazonite that we had earlier on, gorgeous. With a very special strand we've got coming up later on in the show. Ooh! Yeah. That's good, isn't it? Amazing. That's going to be coming up later on in the show as well. It looks beautiful. But what I actually put with this bundle was a strand of a gemstone that's described as watermelon red agate. That sounds amazing, doesn't it? Watermelon red agate. That just sounds delicious, doesn't it? One of my favourite gemstones is a very, very rare gemstone called watermelon tourmaline, where you get a tourmaline, normally in kind of like a shard shape, so directly from the host rock, which is red, then it bleeds into white, then it bleeds into green. So it's actually the colours you get in watermelon, from the fleshy part through to the skin on the outside. This focuses on those watermelon reds, but it's not bright pillar box red. It's like a corally koi carp red. It's like a pinky red. It's beautiful. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Like a salmony koi carp red. There are some beautiful colours in this strand. Absolutely wonderful. Everything from your baby pinks through to your salmon colours, through to your watermelon reds. It's just lovely. You don't have to use all these strands together. I put them together because I really like the idea of putting the textures together, and I was interested in bundling the aquamarine and the watermelon agate together to see what they kind of look like together. I think they work really beautifully because it's more of a pinky colour than a red colour. So I think they work together really, really beautifully. If you want to separate them out, if you think that colour match is too intense, separate it out. You don't have to use them all together. One great price for you today though, softly, softly, here's your deal. £8.95, £8.95 for this gorgeous bundle. Incredible. 0800 644 655 or get involved on our website, jewellerymaker.com. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You're only paying £2.95p per order. It's less than £9 for what you're getting here, which is just incredible. Oh, yeah. AEGC 34, that's your deal today. Well done. Isn't that gorgeous? Well done. A stunning quality. Now, we have been given some more strands coming up on today's show. Can I show you some of them? Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. So, I showed you briefly these lavender-coloured, genuine freshwater cultured pearls. Ooh. Lavender-coloured, genuine freshwater cultured pearls coming up on today's show. And I've also got to bring to you this gemstone strand here. Now, a strand of this gemstone was brought to you on Wednesday. It sold out. A strand of this gemstone was brought to you yesterday. It sold out. And today, an even bigger strand is being brought to you. Same gemstone. Is it going to sell out? Yeah. Yeah, it will do. It's incredible. This was my favourite strand from yesterday. I think it's probably going to... Oh, I don't know. Do you like the moonstone as well? It's definitely one of my favourites coming up today. It's just amazing. It's a brand new strand of dyed blue quartz. I can't wait to bring this to you. The price point is unbelievable. That's coming up on today's show as well. And it's going to sell out. It's going to be amazing. Right. How about our second brand new kit? Do you fancy it? Second brand new kit. Now, are we going to sing? Chris, you'll sing with me, won't you? I think we'll sing. And we're going to play the song as well, I think. We're all going to have a sing. You ready? Right. This is going to be hilarious. You ready? Here we go. Brand new kit. It's a brand new kit. Brand new kit. It's a brand new kit. Brand new kit. It's a brand new kit.
Sheila.
Linda even.
I don't know.
It's quite sad, isn't it? It's quite sad.
Yeah,
We'll
well.
just, you know.
You started it.
I know I did. I had a lovely message from a lady this morning on Facebook who said, Carol, your singing used to annoy me. But and I was like, oh, read on. But she didn't say annoy. I think she said niggle, which I think is just very is just hard. That's hardly surprising, really. And she said, but you have made me start. You've kind of got Phil Collins into my life, and now I can't stop singing Brand New Strand and Brand New Kit. There you go. It's infectious. It's infectious. Right. This kit is called Precious. I want this kit. It's got my favourite gemstone in it ever, of all time, in the history of ever. I love it. This is gorgeous. I didn't know this kit was going to be in today's show. I didn't know we were going to get this gemstone in today's show. It's just awesome. Right, what are you getting? It's called Precious. You're going to be getting rhyolite, not ryanite. Ryan, rhyolite jasper 8mm plain rounds. You are also going to be getting black lavakite 6mm plain rounds. Now this is known as black labradorite, black moonstone. You can get this gorgeous dappled black gemstone with silvery inclusions going all the way through it. It looks spectacular, doesn't it? It's just gorgeous. Check it out. Yeah. It's beautiful, isn't it? Really, really, really gorgeous. So black lavakite 6mm rounds, rhyolite jasper, green aventurine tubes, which are 13x4mm in diameter. Now, the thing which I love about green aventurine, especially when it's this shade of green aventurine, is the fact that I think it looks like jade. You know, jade over in the Far East can be hugely expensive, and rightly so. There are certain qualities of jade which are very, very rare indeed, and you often see bangles carved out of jade, or you see religious figures, you see maybe Buddhas carved out of jade, and they just look gorgeous. This is what green aventurine reminds me of, that very, very green jade that you can get. It's beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous. Almost like an emerald green aventurine. These are tubes which are 13x4mm in diameter. Now, I've got another gemstone strand here, which I love, and this, I just want it. I want this kit so badly because of this strand. In this kit, you are going to be getting 130 carats of coated emerald. Oh my word, this is incredible. Look at this. This is a strand of 130 carats of coated emerald. You are getting gems of distinction quality, dare I say it, almost like a museum quality of emerald here. The colour is that strong, is that intense. Now, these are nuggets, these are medium nuggets. There's 130 carats in total. It's my favourite gem on the planet. I love emerald. It's my birthstone. It's May's birthstone. You've got a quality here, a colour here, a carat weight here, which is sublime. It's beautiful. Now, to bring you a kit that's got emerald in it is incredible. To bring you a kit that's got 130 carats of emerald in it is incredible. To bring you a kit that's got 130 carats of emerald, and the emeralds range in size from about 10 by 8 to 17 by 15 millimetres in diameter, is pretty much unheard of. Now, this kit also comes with a threading pack, monofilament beading thread and elastic. And it also comes with findings. And in this particular kit, you're going to be getting 100 antique bronze coloured copper findings. Wow. Now, these are your antique bronze coloured copper findings. They are beautiful. You're going to be getting a metre of chain. That metre of chain at the top of the screen there, that counts as one finding. You're also going to be getting eye pins, head pins, bolt ring clasps, jump rings, crimp beads covers, spacer beads, toggle clasps, earring findings. All of these findings, 100 in total, are included in this kit. Now, this kit has got aventurine, black lavakite, rhyolite jasper, 130 carats of gems of distinction, coated emerald, antique bronze coloured copper findings, 100 of them, and your threading pack. This kit is going to be one of those kits that's, yeah, it's going to be wonderful, it's going to sell out, but it's going to be $34.95. It's going to be way, 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 way more expensive than maybe the first kit that we had on today's show. It's going to be the most expensive kit today by far, isn't it? Yeah? No. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Today, 130 carats of coated emerald, 100 findings, aventurine, lavakite, rhyolite jasper and a threading pack are under £22. $21.95. $21.95. I would pay $21.95 for the emerald on its own. It's one of the most, it is, in my opinion, the most beautiful gemstone in the world. I love it. I love it more than any gem on planet Earth. You're getting this incredible quality, this shiny coating, this shiny, sheeny coating across the emeralds, which really gives you the best of both worlds, because it really intensifies the colour, and it really improves the lustre on the gemstone there. Can you see what it adds to this kit? Giving you 130 carats of emerald. Honestly, I would pay $21.95 just for the emerald. But it's not just for the emerald, it's for the aventurine and the rhyolite and the lavakite and the beading thread and the monofilament and the elastic and 100 antique bronze coloured copper findings. It's for everything you can see here. Amazing. Should be costing you twice this price. Should be costing you double what you're paying today. Today, it's under £22. Amazing. I've got loads of you on the phone lines for this one. Well done. It's no surprise at all. We've got less than 100 of this kit available, though, just to bear that in mind. Right, let's head over to lovely Linda. Lovely Linda, lovely, lovely Linda. Come on, Linda.
Lovely Carol, lovely Carol, lovely Carol.
I wasn't expecting you to sing, actually. I was just expecting you to be a bit grateful. Like, you know, I'm singing a song to you with your name in it.
I thought you wanted to do it.
You are looking very little today.
Yes, I am, aren't I?
How tall are you?
Well, I was 6'7". Last week.
I'm not the bionic woman. I'm only 5'10".
I think I'm about
that's quite tall.
five, 4 and a bit.
There you go. This kit has got emerald in it, Linda.
This kit has got emerald in it, Carol, and it's beautiful.
OMG, it's beautiful.
It's just, I mean, it works really well with the antique bronze. I love it with the antique bronze. It's
beautiful.
Absolutely love it.
It's got kind of like a shine to it, this emerald, hasn't it? You could tell what the coating has done. It kind of helps to intensify the colour and it just improves the lustre that little bit. So you get a very, very shiny quality of emerald. Look at it in this bracelet here. It's just, it's mind-bogglingly beautiful.
We've got all these other, the Rhyolite Jasper, and we've got the aventurine. So there are loads and loads of greens, aren't there? Tons and tons of hues and shades of greens.
Yeah.
But emerald is quite unmistakable, isn't it? And
Oh,
we
it really
actually
is.
do say, oh, that dress you've got is emerald green.
Is emerald green,
We know
yeah,
it's
exactly.
emerald.
Exactly. I love what you've done with this emerald here, and you put it with the aventurine. And I just want to show you at home how beautifully this does work with the antique bronze finings. Look at that. That looks beautiful. And you've got it right next to the emerald again in this necklace here. Superb necklace. Just, you're right, Linda. The antique bronze findings really do add something to this emerald and this kit.
It's because they've got that green tinge, haven't they?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's almost like a khaki olivey green, isn't it? The antique bronze. Isn't that lovely? Lovely pair of earrings on the end. And they're matte, these findings, aren't they?
They are, which does make a difference.
I think it does.
Yeah, I mean, we're going up this sort of vintage route today a lot, and these antique bronze findings are just that. They well, antiquity. They give it a form of antiquity.
Of course they do.
They?
Yeah, they really do. And they look like they've been swelliganted. They look like they've been aged and kind of oxidised, and they're gorgeous.
And I'm sure you could do that. You could, if you want to use. Perhaps you've got some chain at home. Perhaps you've got some of the copper-plated chain at home.
Yes.
Out of another kit, then swelligant it.
Yes.
And you've got some more antique bronze. Then I'm sure that would work, wouldn't it, Chrissy? Yes.
You've got a lovely necklace down here as well, where you've used the ladder weave, and there's a beady bead in the centre there. All the gems being used together, they really do tie together beautifully. The colours work really, really well together. It's just lovely to see, isn't it? Gorgeous. You've also got a beautiful pair of earrings here, which you've made using the chain. These look quite Egyptian, I think.
Yes, I suppose.
I don't know what it is.
I think it's possibly the aventurine there. I think it is that green that you saw a lot of, mixing with those vibrant lapis blues that the Egyptians used a lot of.
Yes.
But that looks marble, doesn't it, almost?
Yeah, it does.
There. It's
it does. Rhyolite Jasper bracelet here and a stunning pair of earrings. This is what we're actually going to see the demonstration on, because I look at some of the pieces Linda makes, and I just look at them and think, I don't have a clue how she made those. I wouldn't know where to start. I wouldn't know how to make these earrings at all. How on earth have you done these?
Well, it's really simple when you see it demonstrated. Yeah, and again, it's using findings to have some standing within the jewellery. You've got your sort of findings, which are there really for structure, skeleton,
for the mechanics.
Form, mechanics. But you can use them as an integral part of any design, really.
Okay, so how do we do these then?
All I did first, I took one of the tubes of aventurine, which I've got one here, and just popped it onto one of the head pins. Okay. To start with, and then I did on the top there. I just chopped it off and did a simple wrapped loop so that I can open it, and then onto an eye pin, I put one of the lava kite on. Yeah. Okay. And then took my round nose pliers, and then literally start at the very tip, at the very tip of the pliers, the very tip of the eye pin, and just curve back until the wrist starts to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Swap the prongs round, and we're just going to coil down. So support the eye pin with your finger, and push down and roll down. Don't worry too much about being ultra neat, because the whole look of these earrings are quite sort of vintagey looking. So roll down just to where, just to the top of that lava kite there. And then taking another eye pin. This is where we're forming that sort of rounded sculptural side at the side. Pop. As long as you've used the very tip of your eye pins, this will work. The very tip of your pliers, this will work. Pop the eye pin through,
I see.
And then holding onto the coil and the base of the eye pin, just straighten it up. So you've got your first little...
right. It's like a little
there.
spring almost.
And then exactly the same again, round nose pliers, coil down. You can do this. You can have a really long set of earrings, or you could just use it with a couple. Okay, so exactly the same again, roll down, and then use the opposite. So we've taken the eye pin in on that side first, so just reverse it and come around and pop the eye pin on there. Again, hold it, using the pliers.
So you're making like little hinges, aren't
straighten
you?
it up. Yeah, we're just essentially forming a little chain, but with some texture in it, some interest in it.
Love it. That's gorgeous.
And again, same thing, just roll down.
Using the tip of your round nose pliers.
The very tip of the round nose pliers.
So then the eye pins won't go through the...
and then the eye pins won't go through that, the circle that you've made, okay? And then exactly the same thing again. Pop in the opposite way to the previous one, straighten up, and then when you've got to the length that you want, and you can have as many as you want, what I just did to give it some design feature really was pop another lava kite on.
Lovely.
Okay, so we've just popped the other lava kite on the top there, and then what we're going to do is just push away, trim off, and this is just forming the very simplest of loop. Round nose pliers, ease it back, and then ease that right the way back on top of the gemstone.
Okay.
Take the aventurine that you had in the first place, open up the loop that you've made, pop it onto the end there of the lava kite, and then take one of these gorgeous shepherd hook findings, okay, open it up towards you like a door, the little ball drop back down, pop it on, get the little ball out of the way, and then just close up in the opposite direction.
Lovely.
And there's the earring. And as long as you work on the same, points on the round nose pliers, you'll make exactly the same earring for the second of the pair.
I suppose because you've got 100 findings in this kit, you can make earrings like this. You can make them really embellished. You can use the findings as features, not just merely as the mechanics holding the piece of jewellery together.
Exactly. I must just show you this as well, which is what Christy has just done for me.
Oh,
you may
fantastic.
have in this is a little bit wet, so I'm going to keep it onto this eye pin here. But in some of our kits, you've been getting some of the ribbon cord endings, which essentially are silver coloured. Well, if you've got a stash of those left over and you want to add it to the antique bronze findings kit that you have here, because these are copper based, then Christy has just used a patina, is that correct?
Yes, she's dumped them right in the gold green.
And she did this 5 minutes ago, dumped it into the patina 5 minutes ago, and you'll have a matching cord end stroke ribbon end finding,
goodness me!
To match the findings. So you can do that. We've also got one here, this is work in progress, but we've got one here in the blue. So it just shows that the Swelligand has
that's incredible.
Such an amazing.
That's the dye.
That's the dye.
Works on anything metal, yeah. And you would take a little bit hot, like a hairdryer, to help make that really soak into the pores. Yeah.
So the sky's the limit with the product, isn't it? You can then match findings to gemstone, to ribbon, to cords, to any medium that you're working.
So presumably, if you've got a kit which has got 100 yellow gold plated copper findings in, and you want to make them into antique bronze, you just Swelligand them.
Dump them in the Swelligand. Yep.
Excellent.
That's incredible. I wasn't aware you could do that.
It just gives you complete freedom of thinking, well, you know what, I'd like to make half of my jewellery in the antique bronze, but I'd like to make the other half in a different colour metal. There you go, Swelligand.
That's fantastic. We've got details on the bottom of the screen there for the, now this is for the Swelligand bundle that we've already bought you, so that's for the patina bundle with the darkening, the verdigris and the Tiffany green effects that you can put onto pretty much anything. And that was £14.95p. We are going to be bringing you another 3 Swelligand bundles with Christy a bit later on in the show. That's amazing. That's just opened loads of loads of doors to me now, because if you see a kit now, if you see a kit and you think, oh, do you know, I love the gemstones, I love the price, I want to get it, but I'm not really a yellow gold person. You know, it's got yellow gold plated copper findings. You know, I'm more of an antique bronze kind of person, and wouldn't it look great with antique bronze findings? You can make your own. You can make your own, just swelligant them. Incredible. Right. I'm going to head back over here and do a bundle. That's great. Thank you so much, Linda.
That's fine.
Thanks, love. How are you getting on with your challenge, by the way?
Oh, sorry, you're talking to me again. Challenge.
Have you even started it yet? You were the one who said you wanted a challenge.
It's here somewhere. It's probably gone on its
I'm not
holidays.
giving it one anymore. Don't know why we bother. Right, okay, so we're going to go to the Wall of Fame in a couple of seconds, but before that, I'm going to bring you a bundle for primarily about wire work rings. Start making your own wire work rings. Wire work rings are probably the easiest thing in the world to make out of wire. If you ever have a kit with maybe one gemstone left, or you have a bundle with maybe one gem left and you really like it, or you can single out a gemstone that you really, really love, you love the patterning and the bandings on it, or you love the colour of it, or the shape of it, I think you can't go wrong with a wire work ring. It makes the most of a gemstone, whether it's a wire work ring or a wire work pendant. I personally would steer more towards wire work rings, because a ring is something which you can see all the time. You can see it, whereas a pendant is something which you can only see when you look at yourself in a mirror, when you see your reflection. Whereas a ring is something you can see all the time. When you're driving the car, when you're out and about, you can see it all day, every day. I would much prefer to wear a big wire work ring than maybe a pendant, just for that reason. Anyway. Horses for courses. We've got wire work rings coming out of our ears on this DVD. Basically, there are at least 6 tutorials on here. This is just a small selection of the kind of designs that you will be inspired by on this incredible DVD. Designed by Louise Jacobson, who's one of our guest designers on the show. It's a fantastic way of learning how to make wire work rings, how to make the most of genuine gemstones and wire. There are very, very, very few things you actually need to make wire work rings. All you need is wire, gemstones, and maybe a ring mandrel as well, or something which is the thickness of your finger. So you've got your wire work rings hour-long DVD. You've also got, this is fantastic, a strand of gemstones, perfect for making wire work rings. You've got a strand here of amethyst, rose quartz, and white quartz. All of these are faceted rectangles you're going to be getting here. Imagine these in rings. They're just going to look amazing. They're just the right size for rings, aren't they? Whether it's for use kind of that way around or that way around, they just look gorgeous, don't they? Really, really wonderful genuine gemstone strand here. Gorgeous faceted quality. Amethyst, rose quartz, and white quartz, which is just great. So you've got your strand of genuine gemstones here. You've got your hour-long DVD, and then 10 metres of 0.6mm gauge black coloured copper wire. Now, for making your wire work rings, you can make it out of 0.6mm gauge wire. If you've got any thicker gauge wire, so maybe 0.8, I would use that along with it as well. But you can definitely make it out of 0.6mm gauge wire just as well. And this is going to be great for you to practice with, or to use across other bundles, or maybe to introduce other wire to this bundle as well. Make your own wire work rings DVD, gemstone and wire bundle. One great price, here it is. NOGC64, £11.95 for your gemstone strand, for your DVD, and your spool of wire as well, which is just gorgeous. Well done. Please don't forget you got yourself a 30-day money-back guarantee as well, and you're only paying £2.95 per order, and that order lasts for the whole day as well, which is wonderful. Gorgeous genuine gemstones here. Don't you love that quality and that clarity? And of course that gorgeous colour. And don't forget as well, if you want to split this up, you can do. If you want to introduce anything else to this bundle, if you want to get some more wire, if you've got wire at home and you want to use the gemstones with maybe purple wire or pink wire, you can do that. There's nothing to stop me doing that. This DVD is going to give you so much inspiration. It's an hour long with at least 6 tutorials on, so you will never be stuck for inspiration. It's designed to be very, very simple, very, very easy to follow. And if you want to make probably the easiest wire work piece of jewellery you can, it's on here. Wire work rings. Fantastic way, fantastic introduction to wire work. Really, really fantastic DVD there. Well done. And a great bundle and an awesome price. Well done. £11.95. Right, let's go see some of your gorgeous designs on today's Wall of Fame. I've got number 3, 2, 1.
Can you do that? I can't.
3, 2, 1.
No, I can't
1.
do that.
Yeah, I won't do it the other way, don't worry.
Oh.
We don't want to lose
That's
viewers.
a good way. No, sorry, carry on. I'm not attempting it because I know I'll
No,
make a
Linda,
mistake.
it's just going to be dangerous.
She's going 3, 2. Okay, I got away with it.
You missed a little bit there.
Did I?
Right,
Did I do
here we go.
2
It's
and
right,
a
you just
half?
carry on having a conversation, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll just...
3.
3.
2, 1.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to do it. Right, no, because it's just going to end up and we're going to get taken off air. Right, here we go. So this is number 3, 2, 1. Macrame wire work bracelets. That's been sent in by Bev from Tadcaster. I've never heard of that before.
Well, they have the races at Tadcaster.
Okay. This is my Wall of Fame entry for this week. After watching Mark and Carol on the designer programme, I took the plunge and got my stash. Out. Ooh. One bracelet made out of purple crack-leafed shaped quartz, crackled quartz, sorry darling, purple and clear quartz as well. Bracelet made out of 2 yellow opal nuggets and citrine nuggets and 0.6mm gauge wire. The last one out of hematite ovals, rounds, faceted rounds. Hope they're okay. For a first attempt, I hope it makes it to the Wall of Fame. Bev, these are absolutely incredible pieces. You should be really proud of those. They're gorgeous. Best of luck to you, Bev.
This is beautiful.
Oh, that's
See
another
where
one
the
that's
inspiration came for this.
design.
This is 324, and it's from Claire in Enfield. Claire says, "Hi all at Jewellery Maker. Please find attached my Wall of Fame entry for this week. The butterflies are made out of polymer clay using several colour blending techniques I've picked up from watching Debbie's demonstrations. Once they were baked, I added silver and gold gleam to bring out the pattern and add a bit of shine.
Lovely.
All components apart from the clasp are from Jewellery Maker, and it took a while, but I'm really, really happy with the result. Thank you for all the amazing ideas and techniques you show every day, and I love watching the show as the presenters and the guest designers make you feel like you are there with them. And Carol makes me laugh. I find myself singing A Brand New Strand a lot. And as a karaoke DJ, that could be dangerous.
Yes.
I can just see that. Everybody be going, what's that? What's that? A new one? What's that? New Madonna.
Absolutely. Isn't that lovely?
Beautiful.
You could swalligan those as well.
I'm just about to say that. You could well swalligan those.
Well swalligant. I've got number 322 here. Gorgeous. Now, this is a fossil with wire with shell pearls. This is amazing. Chris Goddard has sent this in. Hello to all at Jewellery Maker. Hope you like our pendant that I made using pearls and clear quartz, all from Jewellery Maker. And I hope we hope it's good enough to make the Wall of Fame. We watch the show every day and it brightens our day. Now that's from Chris Goddard. Chris Goddard. You're talking as we, but I don't know who the other person is. Maybe it's you and the pendant. You and the pendant watch every day. I don't know, maybe it is. It's gorgeous, so thank you very much for sending that in. Number 322.
I can just see the pendant sitting on the sofa next. There's another beauty here, similar lines to the one that you just read out before. This is 325 and it's from Emma, just up the road in Warsaw. Dear all at Jewellery Maker Taz, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a herringbone bracelet inspired by Mark's design. It was such an enjoyable bracelet to make and I'm really pleased with the results. I hope you are. Made with Jewellery Maker wire and black labradite, also from Jewellery Maker. Thanks for all the fab products and shows, and the designers are so inspirational. Absolutely love it. That's Emma, just up the road in Warsaw. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Thank you, Emma. That's gorgeous. There's something about macrame
So
wire bracelets. They're
neat.
gorgeous. Yeah, so neat and beautiful. Got number 323 here. This is short and sweet. It's from Valerie from Yorkshire. It says, Wall of Fame. Hope you like this bracelet. Made from JM Gems. Can't remember the name. Sorry. All the best, Valerie in West Yorkshire. Valerie, that's a short but sweet email. Thank you very much, Valerie. It's gorgeous. This looks like it might be dyed magnesite.
Yeah. It's one of those bracelets, though, that you can just take on holiday with you.
Yeah.
Because it's just so wearable. Beach to bar jewellery, that is.
Beach to bar. I like that. You can wear it with my dress, Linda's dress, Christy's outfit as well. Perfect.
Even Chris on camera he could wear it.
Chris, you could wear it too, darling.
Oh, I could
You could.
swing that.
You'd love it. You could carry that off.
That's it.
You'd love it. I think we better go to a break. Right, coming back, we've got smoky quartz and white quartz rectangles coming up. These are gorgeous, they're smooth. Look at that, that looks good enough to eat, doesn't it?
Oh, it certainly does.
Don't eat it though, genuine gemstones. It's coming up in just a few seconds. Beautiful, gorgeous smoky quartz and white quartz rectangles.
Are you stuck for ideas or inspiration when using wire? Perhaps you're not confident with a particular technique, or you need help to finish off a piece? Then come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our Perfect Your Technique workshop. Bring along your unfinished piece and spend the day with our wirework expert. Get hints and tips on how to give your jewellery that professional look. The full course includes a selection of different coloured and gauge wire, a generous bead scoop, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for $79.95. For information, call our contact centre on 0800 644 655.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Basics DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create basic canes, kaleidoscope canes, bead shapes and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we have a commitment to providing genuine gemstones. We do that by up to 3 lab tests, and we have our own in-house gemologists. That therefore means that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting.
See, this is just gorgeous, isn't it? The quality is amazing. The melted look of this strand is so beautiful. You're getting the look of melting ice, aren't you? It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous clarity, amazing chocolate browns as well. They just look gorgeous, don't they? Really, really, really stunning. 220 carats of smoky and white quartz here. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Really, really beautiful genuine gemstones. Look at just how they almost melt into each other. Look at how the light just reflects beautifully from these gemstones, inside these gemstones. And I think it's because these gems have been left pretty much unfaceted that you get this glorious quality going through them, allowing you to really see within the gemstone, to really see the heart and the soul of the gemstone. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Beautiful smoky and white quartz. Now, the great thing about smoky quartz is it literally will go with any gemstone. You can put this with any gemstone you want, whether it's Amazonite, whether it's deep blue quartz. In fact, that goes really well, doesn't it? Whether it's beautiful moonstone, it really will go with anything that you want to put it with. And white quartz will take on the qualities and the characteristics of whatever you put it with. So whether you put this with coloured beading thread, or whether you put it with a brightly coloured genuine gemstones, it will kind of almost take on the personality, take on the colour and the quality of whatever you put it with. It is really unusual to be able to bring you, well, for us to bring you a strand of multi-gems. Normally, if we bring you a strand of gemstones, it's a strand of smoky quartz or a strand of white quartz. It's not necessarily always a strand of smoky quartz and white quartz, which I think is really, really lovely to see, because it gives you almost the feeling of getting 2 gemstone strands for the price of 1, which is effectively is what you're going to be getting. Now, you know the wire work bundle that we bought you a few seconds ago? Make your own rings. You could make your own rings out of these, couldn't you? Perfect for rings, perfect for pendants, perfect for statement pieces, or you can use them all together. Maybe get inspired by some of the macrame pieces you've just seen on the Wall of Fame, by some of the macrame wirework pieces. Yeah, definitely get inspired by those. Brand new strand today. Get involved when you can. A gorgeous quality of smoky quartz and white quartz, and this is your price today for this brand new strand. £8.95p. $8.95 for your gorgeous quality smoky and white quartz. You're getting stash essentials here, beautiful stash essentials. These will go with literally anything. So you've got the best of both worlds here. You've really got night and day, you've got light and dark, you've got lightness, and then you've got density. And you've got something here which is a definite stash essential. You can put these gemstones with pretty much anything, any design, any quality, and they're just going to go. So if you want to come in and get 3 or 4 or 5 strands of these, because you love the price, because you love the strands, go for it. Speak to the call centre on Live Help. If you're looking at this strand and thinking, well, I can see that's a great price, and I really like the gemstone strand, but I haven't got anything to use it for at the minute, don't worry, because it is a stash essential strand. So you will find designs, you will find pieces that you can put this strand with. You will find designs that will really, really suit this kind of quality. $8.95 for your gorgeous smoky and white quartz rectangles. Just gorgeous, well done. Great deal there, hold those lines. Now, we've already brought you one instalment of our Swalligant adventure on today's show. We're going to bring you another incredible instalment now, and this is all about different metals. Now, as you know, on Jewellery Maker, we can bring you loads of different precious metals, and we can bring you base metals as well. We can bring you everything from, oh goodness me, gold to rose gold to yellow gold, white gold, silver to copper. We can bring you all sorts, bronze, antique bronze. This is what this incredible bundle is about. It's about bringing you different metal qualities. Let's start off by showing you what you're going to be getting here. You're going to be getting 4 different bottles, and they all give you a metal look, a metal coating. You're going to be getting iron, brass, copper, and silver. Now, we saw how the silver had been applied to the shell, which Christy showed us earlier on, which just looked beautiful. It really, really did. And the effect that each one of these gives is going to be very, very different. The kind of colour which each one of these gives is going to be very, very different. We're going to go in and see a demonstration with Christy in just a few seconds. On our website, these Swalligant metal coatings are $7.95 each. We've seen Swalligant demoed before on the show with Linda and with Debbie Bulford, who's another one of our Swalligant experts who comes on our show. We're going to go and see a Swalligant a demonstration with these in just a few seconds. These should be $7.95 each, and on our website they are. Sorry, say again, darling. I do beg your pardon. Sorry, $6.95 on our website. They're £7 on our website each. Today, for all 4 of these Swalligants, you are getting an amazing deal. Now, the reason why we're giving you this amazing deal today is because, of course, we've got Christy with us, so we can talk a little bit more about Swalligant in depth, find out, get even more inspired about what you can do with it, because she will have different ideas to what to the ideas that Linda and Debbie have already given us over the last few months. So it's fantastic that we can bring you this deal today. Now, there is never a better time to get involved with Swalligant than today, because of the deal we're going to offer you and because of the inspirational designs and demonstrations you are going to see. Today, for all 4 of these incredible Swalligant metal coatings, this is your price. £19.95p. Incredible. Absolutely superb. It's under £20 for all 4 of these, which is just wonderful. Now, we're going to head over to Christy now. Christy, one of the first things that struck me about Swalligant, when I've seen our guest designers using this incredible medium is actually you don't have to use a lot of it. You can get away with using hardly any, can't you?
Right. So that little bottle will go a really long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fantastic, isn't it? I'm really interested as well to find out how you can mix up these metal coatings and the patinas that we've just seen as well.
Oh yes, that's where it starts getting fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that whole mad scientist thing earlier. This is what you get to do in your studio and play with all this stuff. And not only can you mix the dyes, which are coming later, with the metals, with the patinas, is you can mix the metals together too. So I just did a real quickie here, and this is like some copper. It's mixed with the copper and silver together, so it almost looks like a rose gold.
It does, doesn't it? Look at this.
And then you can just take that. Now we had that shell you mentioned earlier. You could just take this and do like a double coating, so that you had just like stripes of it. You don't have to have all one solid thing. But see how that kind of gives you like a fun little extra look there.
Yeah, it's like a rose gold quality that you can get,
see that,
isn't
right?
it? Yeah.
And you saw the side. We had all that patina on. Now, we were talking about the patina that you maybe don't want so grungy of a look. I mean, I personally love the grungy look, but not everybody does. So once you've put all that patina on there, then we're going to get our metals and we're going to do a top coating on there, and it's just going to pop that. So
brilliant. Okay.
Are you ready for that? All right. So I've taken a bit of my metal and I'm just brushing it back and forth on my paper to get rid of some of the excess.
Silver you're using there?
Yeah, I'm using the silver, and I'm just swiping it right over the top. So see what that does is it gives some of that dark that was there, it knocks that back, so you don't see so much of that.
Ah, right, so you can pull that aging quality back a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, so then you get it just see now how it's gone down just into the little grooves there, and it's on the silver is back on the top where it belongs. And I want to show you that on, if I may, show it to you on this other one too, because we really talked about how the golden color gets so overwhelmed with the green.
Yes.
Which looks nice, but what if you, again, want it to pop a little bit? So I'm going to take my gold and do that same little trick.
So is this the brass or the gold?
Brass. I'm sorry, I said gold. It's brass. My apologies.
Right,
it's
don't
golden
worry.
colored, but it's definitely brass. And then we're going back and forth to get rid of a lot of that juiciness, because you want it to almost be tacky, like you're coloring with crayons or something on there. So get some of that gone. And then you get to just watch paint dry.
And
that's a lot of fun.
that just literally, you just poured a bit out of the bottle onto there?
And just back and forth on there.
Hardly any there.
Oh, yeah. And you can line up your projects and have you doing several of them at once, so that really utilizes what you're using with very minimal of waste. So you see how that's getting, see if you can see that real good there. Let me tilt that down for you.
Ah, yes, that's a lot more gold now.
Isn't that beautiful? And I'm just hitting those highlights so that the gold then pops out and you get to see the green, but then the gold comes back to its own. And that way you can modify how much of the metal shows. And if you don't like all the green everywhere, then you're full of metal. Yeah, which is just great fun.
We've had a text in, somebody asking, how do you store Swelligan? Do you store it on its side? I mean, how do you store it?
It's the fun thing about this stuff, you just put the lid on tight and keep it out of the heat. That's
Perfect.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, just like you would in a paint. But the neat thing about this stuff is it is just pulverized powdered metal. So the reason it works so beautifully is you really are coating it with metal. So it's like on a paint base, so you would use it just like you use paint.
Yeah.
But then since it's pulverized metal, that's why you get all that fun, that luster and all that bright pizzazz. So yeah, nothing special, just keep it out of the heat and don't let it get frozen. So if it gets frozen, the metal separate and do weird stuff. Nothing problematic, but just is not as pretty after that. So yeah.
And you've got the iron as well.
Oh yes. Do you remember earlier on when we had our little ta-da moment of the rust? I wanted to show you now what this rust looks like. Let's see. There we are. Let's see if I can get that just in the. There we are. Can you see that good?
Yes.
Do you see how beautifully crunchy that is?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I just love that. And again, if you want to mix and match, sometimes I'll take this iron and just put a bit of silver, not much, just like a littlest touch, and see how that makes it look like there's some kind of like the tinniness of it's coming through there. Isn't that kind of fun?
Beautiful.
You see that?
Looks like iron ore, doesn't it?
Yeah. There we go.
I just love it.
Look isn't that delicious? And look at how real it looks. I mean, that really is metallic. And that's what I just love. It really is metallic.
I think that is the great thing about Swelligan. Sometimes when you work with mediums and you want them to look metallic, and you get a metallic pen, a metallic style pen,
and
it looks
has
very
a cheap, kind of fakey look, which is okay.
exactly.
You can use it for some things, but this is the real deal, baby.
Yeah.
So, I just love doing that. And again, we played with some of these things. You see, the patina is fairly new. It hasn't had time to lay overnight and get hardened. So that means if I go back and add metal over the top of this, I can just almost put it with a bit of water, almost like a stippled effect. And then see what that does is it just softens right in there. And you don't have that big, harsh
stripe.
Right, you have just a soft thing. So you've got all kinds of little play with that. It makes it very, very fun to play with. It really is an experimentation. It's like you and Mother Nature getting together in the studio, see what happens. You let the chaos happen, and then you control the parts of it you need to control.
The thing which has most surprised me about Swelling It today is the fact that if you do go too far, which I'm sure you will do with the first few projects that you do, you can pull it back. I didn't realise that you could do that.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
You can obviously stop the process by applying water, I suppose.
You basically, you water it down a bit, just let it dry. But that is typical of what you first do, is that you put it all on there and you think, oh, that looks beautiful. Oh, wait, stop. No, it keeps going. And then you go, oh, it's all green, now what? Then you go back with your metals right over the top and bam, all of a sudden it's fantastic.
It almost looks better, I think, doesn't it, when you kind of layer these things over the top?
It's supposed to. And some of the things that I have 5-10 coatings on them because, I put a little silver there. Oh, I don't like that. And let's say you made your iron piece and you went, iron's really not what I'm feeling like anymore. And then just coat it over with the bronze or the brass and just off you go. The brass will bring the golden tones back out or whatever.
Presumably, if you've got a jewellery kit at home that's got silver plated copper findings and you want to make them more of an antique bronze colour, or you want to give them a different look, this is where these step in, because this is how you can
do the metals on top of metals. That's not a problem at all. And you're just going to kind of prep your metal, get your oils off, and then your hand oils, from touching, and then bop, off you go, and add all the details from there. It's really quite fun. And I did a little silly thing. Linda brought me a little tassel from the end, or maybe you did. Someone brought it for me, and we just put a little swelligant on the top of the tassel. So now it's got like a metal coating because this is flexible. So you can put it on leather and it retains its flexibility. It doesn't chip off or flake off. So this has got just a little bit of swelligant at the top, and then I added some dyes to it as well, just to give it a bit of a red bit there, I guess.
And it doesn't crack off or
no, it's got like an acrylic base, so it's got flexibility to it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's quite fun. And then did you want to talk about a bit about the dyes?
Yes, I did. We've got these incredible dyes, which I've brought to you before in Jewellery Maker. I have to be honest, I wasn't really entirely sure about what each one of these did, about the kind of effect that you can get. But you've got 3 different dyes here. You've got charcoal black, you've got blood red, which just sounds amazing, and you've also got indigo as well.
Yes.
These are newer swelling products, I think, that we've had here on Jewellery Maker.
And they can be a little confusing for people to know what to do with. So that's typical, your response to that.
Yeah, because I would never think about adding a dye to a metal or kind of mixing these up.
Right.
We're going to bring the price on for these, and we're going to see how you can actually use these as well, because I'm fascinated by this. I don't think I've ever seen these dyes being used before. $14.95 for all 3 of these. Now these are in smaller bottles, but
very intense.
Very intense, yes, exactly. Almost like a food colouring.
Yes.
So you'll actually probably end up using hardly any of these across your pieces.
And this is the way to make colour on metal permanently. Like that.
Right.
If you want to make a chain and you want that chain to be blue, this is what you use.
Right, so how do we use these then, Christy? Because I can't wait to see how you use all these.
Well, I'm going to show you the polymer thing first, because that's what I do. And I'm just going to come up with something like this, and we'll start simple. This one, of course, we put our gold on there, and we've got all this green, but because now this patina is dry, I can't go back with my darkening and do much of anything because it's just going to lay on there. It can't get down to the base metal, but I still want some black definition. So if I just go and take my little black dye here, this is a patina. It's a colored patina. It's made to work from the inside out. So it goes into your metal. It dyes your metal from the inside out. And see, what I'm doing is I'm just brushing on a bit of water now.
So you're just diluting it a little bit.
I'm diluting it a bit so that it's going to go down into the areas where I want some darkening effect to be, but I no longer can use the darkening patina because that ship has sailed. So I'm coming back how you see now I've got some dark down in those cracks and crevices.
Yeah.
And I can go back and just pop it a bit with my metal so we see the contrast. So it allows you to bring and introduce some color into the metal in a very organic way. So when you're working on anything that you've put the metal coatings on, it's very simple. You just paint it on like a watercolor, you use water to dilute it, and then when it's all done and dry, you'll seal it. And we'll talk about that later. But when you're using a metal, like metal clay, which I know you talked to your metal clay folks earlier, or chain or findings and that kind of thing, basically you're just using a heat gun, like a hairdryer, to heat it up first. Then you're going to just drop either the paint it on or drop it into the dyes, and then let it dry and heat it again. And that lets the pores in the middle open, lets that dye soak in.
Lovely.
So yeah, and then you can dye it. And the wonderful thing about it, it's not just a bright acrylic kind of a look, which is fine. It's not your 70s look. It's back to that vintage, you know, Renaissance, Tudor, whatever of those periods you like.
So you've used
modeled effect.
You've used the black. How do you use the red and the blue? Because they're very intense colours,
They
aren't
are
they?
very intense. I'm going to use the blue on the shell because why not, right?
Nice.
It seems like the thing to do. And the same thing is you're just painting it on and using your paintbrush to see how deep and intense that gets.
That's
you could
really
leave it just like
intense.
that and go, okay, I'm happy with that. But I wouldn't because, you know, dorky. So I'm going to pull, and hopefully I won't stain. Linda, I hope I won't stain your mat. Oh, good. You got hundreds of them, right? Okay, good. So now I'm just using water to kind of smooth this out a bit. Now I won't do it too much because you see how it's kind of soaking in there. Now after that dries, that's going to be more subtle. So it starts out intense, but it soaks in. So it may take 2 or 3 applications to get what you want on there. But you see how that's just giving you just a bit of color in your metal.
That's beautiful.
So it's like highlights.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And a similar with
thing
the
with the red, right? Suppose your shell. Now, obviously, this is going to be a very American shell, red, white, and blue. But you see, now look at that red, how it goes on there. It really has a bloody quality to it.
It does,
which if you want a bloody shell, then that's what you get. Sorry, I can say that in American. It means nothing to me. So I'm just going to come here and see how I've got this little red. I'll try to get it out of the glare for you. So see, it's a whole different look, and it's going to soak in and just kind of make it more subtle.
Yeah.
And then if you, it's too much, then you go right back over with that silver coating, and you just keep playing until you get the layered look that you want. That's, I think, the fun of all this is that it takes you places you didn't know you wanted to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's great fun.
Isn't it? It's fantastic.
So you kind of need everything together. You need the metals to coat whatever it is you've got. Then you need the patinas to kind of age them a bit, and then your dyes to pop that color. So it's like a package deal. You just need it all.
Fantastic. Thank you. Right, what are we doing now, Livy? Am I going back over here? Right, okay, I'm going back over here. Thank you, Christy. She's lovely. Stay there.
Okay.
Stay there. Stay. Don't go anywhere. Because I need you again in a couple of seconds.
Okay,
She's here.
I won't move.
She's lovely. Can we invite you back every week?
Of course. I love this area.
Now. Right. This is an essential. Hundreds of you have already come in to get the Swelligant bundles that we brought you today, which is brilliant. Loads and loads and loads of you have already said yes, which is fantastic. Now, Christy has talked quite a lot about prepping metals, about prepping the surface that you're working with, about sealing something after you finish and after you're happy with the finished design that you are creating from Swelligant. And these are the 2 things that you need. You need your you need your prep, so your surface primer, and you also need your clear sealant as well. These are 2 things which you will need. We're going to bring the graphics on screen for these, and we're going to bring you the price fairly quickly. You've got your primer and you've got your clear sealant. Now, Christy, how important is it that you prep and you seal whatever it is you do?
I think especially if you're going to wear it, which since this is a jewelry show, that's kind of really important.
Yeah.
Because the prep will, most of the time you're putting it on something that's porous, the prep's not as important. But when you're putting it on a gemstone or a metal that's shiny, you know, that paint's going to peel right off. So you've got to prep the surface so it can grab on there. Then when it's all done, you've got this lovely rusty business going on, or the patina, you know, that's a flaky look. So you don't want that falling all over the place and coming off on your skin or your clothing. So the sealant is flat. It means no shine, no luster, just flat. And it's perfectly suited for all the grungy, aged, beautifully antiquated looks. That works gorgeous. It just seals it with no extra shine.
Perfect. So these are definite essentials, especially when it's
absolutely essentials. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're going to be
much easier.
If you're going to be if you're going to be dyeing any chains, if you're going to be wearing these pieces, as Christy quite rightly says, you are going to need to prep it, and you're definitely going to need to seal it as well. Especially if you like that kind of grungy look, which Christy likes, and which I happen to really like as well. That kind of steampunk look, which is really popular right now.
Yes.
Here's your deal for the primer and for the sealant. Now that's just $7.95 for two. For both of these pots. You won't end up using loads and loads and loads of it. It's not something which you need to slather the surface in primer. It's just a coat of it, isn't it?
One coating. And the nice thing is the primer actually lets your metals last longer, because without the primer, the surface will soak up or it'll need a lot of layers of metal. But now with the primer, usually 1 or 2 coats and you're good. So it actually extends the life of all your other things as well.
That's fantastic.
Such a deal.
It really is a deal. It's fantastic. Not only are the dyes a fantastic deal, and all the metals as well, but think about the patinas as well. Think about the kind of effects you can get by using Swelligant. It's a fantastic medium that has been so popular on Jewellery Maker. And every single time we brought you Swelligant, it has sold out. Today we've got nice big quantities of these, but they are going very quickly. I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that we've seen how you can apply it to findings, how you can apply it to gemstones, loads of different surfaces, and also we've been really lucky that we've had Linda with us today, who has worked with Swelligant a lot, and we've had Christy with us today as well, who is a Swelligant expert. Fantastic. Now, what is the strangest thing you've ever Swelliganted, Christy?
An old book cover. I found some ancient, book thing. It was all ratty, and I thought, well, I wonder if that works. So we painted a bunch of like the golden color, the brass on there, and added patina. So it looked just fantastic. It looks really great.
I bet it did.
Yeah.
We've had a text in asking whether you can Swelligant ceramics.
Absolutely. If it's an unglazed ceramic, it sucks right in. You don't even need the prep, although it'll help your metal coating last longer by not soaking it right in. But even if it's a glazed ceramic, you put that prep on, and then you put the metal coatings right on top of that.
I just wouldn't have thought it would stick, but obviously, when you use the primer,
the prep is
it does.
Really good. Yeah,
that's fantastic. Presumably, you will need to seal that as well, then.
Yes.
So you'd recommend sealing all of your Swelligant pieces?
I really do. It just makes it durable. And since these things are aged, if you don't put a sealer on it, then they'll continue to age. So if you got the stuff just how you liked it, the green was just where it's supposed to be and everything else, and you didn't seal it, then Mother Nature will just kind of help you along and add other things you maybe didn't want. So sealing makes it stay put just how you like it.
That's fantastic. Isn't that great? Hasn't it been brilliant having Christy with us today? Yeah, we've loved it. Thank you so much, lovely.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Right, now, I've got our third and final kit. Can't believe it's 11:45 already. Where is today gone? Linda's probably asking that right now, because I don't know if she's done any of her challenge yet. I don't think she's done any of it. I think she's just been staring at Christy and all the Swelligant pieces, just having a go, basically. But here we go. So, we're going to bring you now our third and final kit. This one is hot to trot. It's called Chart Topper. It's a final kit. It's a brand new kit. Do you want the song? Really? You really want the song?
It's a brand new kit.
It's a brand new kit. It's a brand new kit. Yeah! That was the last one we recorded, and I got very overzealous in the recording of this. Chris, he's just had a bit of a dance there. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, lovey. Right, here we go. So, in this kit, you are going to be getting gorgeous genuine gemstones, including your black onyx graduated plain bicones. Look at these bad boys, they're beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I wouldn't actually describe these as bicones. I'd call them saucers, actually. Flying saucers of black onyx. They're graduated about 5 to 8 millimeters in diameter, 45 carats in total. Lovely, lovely strands here. Gorgeous size and shape. Really nice and easy to use as well. Black lava kite puffy drop beads. They're 10 by 8 millimeters in diameter. Aren't they gorgeous? You're going to get that wonderful shiller. Those kind of storm cloud qualities going all the way through here, which is just lovely. Don't you love gemstones which give you this much texture? They're really, really wonderful, aren't they? Everything in here from blues to greens to pinks and violets. It's a lot like just basically a black moonstone or a black labradorite. It's gorgeous. Black lavakite drop beads here, 8 by 10 millimeters in diameter. You're then going to be getting a stunning strand of Amazonite. Now, these are Amazonite small nuggets here. Oh, just fantastic. You can make some gorgeous pieces out of these. Lovely, lovely genuine gemstones. Isn't it great to see jet black gemstones and gemstones with a little bit of colour coming through them, kind of breaking through the blackness, and then having that really, really bright turquoise quality as well. Just lovely. Really does give you such strength of quality. You're also going to be getting a threading pack, monofilament beading thread and elastic, and findings. Now, in this kit, you're going to be getting precious metal findings. These are yellow, gold, plated silver findings. This is amazing. Today we bought you antique bronze colour copper findings. We bought you silver 925 sterling silver findings, and this is yellow gold plated 925 sterling silver. 41 of these in total. 925 sterling silver findings underneath and silver plating on top. So you've got that precious metal quality right the way through to the core of these findings. Eye pins, head pins, bolt ring clasps, jump rings, earring findings, crump beads as well. So all of these findings in this kit. I think having yellow gold plated 925 sterling silver findings in this kit, which is something that we can't bring you very often on Jewellery Maker at all. If anything, we bring you silver findings. Not very often at all we get to bring you yellow gold plated silver findings. So this is really, really, really exciting. Today this kit is going down. It's going down to Bargain Town. Yeah, the code is DUGC36. The findings on their own are £14.95p. How do you fancy getting the findings for £14.95 and getting everything else for a £5? It's under £20. It's under £20. This kit is incredible. Under £20 for black lavakite, black onyx, amazonite, yellow gold plated silver findings. I know. And a threading pack as well. Isn't that incredible? Now, we're not going to see a demonstration with this kit, but we will go over to lovely Linda and see the gorgeous pieces that she's made from this gorgeous kit. Linda, having yellow gold plated silver findings in this kit, that's pretty exciting,
isn't it?
It's a treat,
isn't it? Absolutely. So you've got your gold plating, but you've got your silver metal underneath that, which is brilliant because, again, you've got findings that are incredibly malleable.
Yeah.
Very easy to work with. And so high end.
Yeah. It's just hardly, it's hardly ever that we get the chance to bring yellow gold plated silver findings to air. And I think it's so lovely that it's with this kit. It just gives it such a sense of occasion, I think,
Very
this
much
kit.
so, yeah, exactly. And it's the lavakite sort of teardrops work really well with the nuggets.
Oh, don't they just?
You know, so you've got sort of similar shape. This necklace actually is back to front. Let me just turn it round because that's a bit of a trick there, where we did a little bit of a stair, sort of a ladder weave, and it's actually worked out like a ladder because the little ovals, the little teardrops have sat inside there. That is just a ladder weave, starting from the pendant and working up through the neckline. But if you have these sort of egg-shaped nuggets and sort of pick them out, and then you pop in on your through bead on the ladder, you know, where you take both of the either ends of the beading thread through. If you pop them through at that point on a briolette shape, on a teardrop shape, on a top drill, you get a little step.
Oh, nice tip.
And that is something I didn't know before I did it.
Oh, there you go. I was going to say, why haven't you told us that tip before? It's because you didn't know it.
Yes, exactly.
Look at this beautiful necklace here as well. It's a lovely shape, this one.
Well, it's
Linda.
quite
Beautiful.
a Downton-y look, isn't it? Again, it's the gemstones in there, the quality and the shapes and the shades again.
Yeah.
That would probably look quite delightful done in monofilament, actually, because there's little spaces that you get in.
What a nice idea.
They'd sort of be floating there.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is where these findings really come to life because I absolutely love, and I know, Laura, I don't know if you've seen these yet. I want these.
So simple, isn't it? And somebody on Facebook said the other day that when you have got a beautiful gemstone with beautiful findings, we forget how high-end, expensive and designer look that you can get from that by keeping it really simple.
It looks so designer. If that pair of earrings was in a jeweller's window being sold for £100, I'd pay that. I'd pay that.
It does
They look
shriek,
so designer.
Yeah, and just very, very simple techniques. Using again those 3 beautiful jump rings, larger ones. You've got the other jump rings as well, but you've got those 3 large ones which just shout out at you. You know, use me as a design piece, particularly with that type of gemstone as well.
Yeah, and the wrapped head pins that you've used here to make this gorgeous bracelet. Again, the little flashes of gold you're seeing here just add so much quality to this. And you've used the plastic tubing as well around the back.
Yeah, that's just, well, they're
Nice.
there. So, you know, if you have got a piece of jewellery where you've got beading thread on show, for whatever reason, but the tubing's there, then, you know, by all means use it.
Definitely.
But that is just a variation on a charm bracelet by coiling down those head pins and eye pins and threading them on. There's no secret there, just thread them onto the piece of beading thread. That's the effect you'll get.
Beautiful. And then a lovely pair of earrings on the end here as well. I love the way you've just kinked the head pin there. It's really, really simple, really, really pretty though. And just using the findings and making the most of these yellow gold plated silver findings, because they are precious metal, don't forget.
Exactly. And the lavicite. I had a lady on the Sunday Experience the week before last, and she said it was her new gemstone. It was the gemstone for her for this year, was the lavicite. She bought some from us, and she couldn't believe how absolutely beautiful it was.
Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
And it's amazing, as you say, it's designer, but very, very simple. Both these pairs of earrings are very, very simple, but they're both designer. Christy, you will have heard of a very famous American jewellery designer, Monica Veneda, who, and a lot of her pieces are just that, very, very simple, but so designer, and they are, they can be incredibly considered purchases, but my goodness me, this just shrieks Monica Veneda to me. Just that gold with the beautiful gemstone quality.
Well, you've got that gorgeous Tiffany colour there, haven't you?
Yes, it's just, it's out of this world, beautiful. Right, now, we've still got 5 more Wall of Fames to do.
Wow.
I know. We've got 5 more Wall of Fames to do.
Bring them on.
Don't go anywhere. We've got Wall of Fames to do, followed by more bundles, followed by more brand new strands, followed by more than you could take a stick at. So we better go to the Wall of Fame right now. Do you want to go first?
Go on then. Oh, yes. Wow. This is number 328, and it's from Denise. It's Denise.
Dezeen.
Denise.
Have you been drinking again, Linda?
No, I wish I had. I could have had an excuse for that. Then. Denise from a place I've never heard of is that Ratho in Edinburgh. Hi all, loving the show. This is only the 2nd time I've done anything with wire. Wow. Wow. But really loved what the designers did on a demo that I just had to try it. It took me about 8 hours, but that was because I was kind of winging it now. But now I've done it, I think I'll be a lot quicker next time. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I can see the amount of time you spent there is well worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone loves it, and I have my first craft fair coming up on the 25th, so I'll see how it goes.
That's going to sell.
It's made of everything from JM. I use 1mm wire and 4mm wire, and the beads are all different shapes of amethyst, sage amethyst, and frosted white agate. It looks much better in real life, but you do get the idea. Thanks for all the demos and the fab deals, and keep them coming. That's stunning.
Denise, that is beautiful. You should be so proud of that.
Yes,
I don't know whether I could part with that. I'd want to keep it for myself.
No, I just want to keep. I just put it on a bust in the lounge as an ornament. Flick it over with a duster and just love it every day.
Love it every day. Number 329 here. Somebody's been busy making their own chain and a gorgeous wirework dragonfly. It's so sweet. From Michelle in Manchester. It says, hi to everyone at Jewellery Maker. Hope you like my first attempt at a wirework dragonfly. That's amazing, Michelle. Everything is from Jewellery Maker, including the lovely purple agate and smaller amethyst on the body. This is so much fun to make, and my daughter, who is nearly 10, has her eye on it. But I can run faster, so I'll get to the jewellery box quicker. To stop family squabbles, I may have to make her a smaller version. Best wishes to all except Linda. Michelle from Manchester.
I got a little friend for yours, look.
Oh, it's another one.
Yeah, I got a little friend yours. This is 327 and it's from Helen in Barnsley. Hi all, this week's entry to the Wall of Fame, my first dragonfly pendant and neck wire, made with lapis and dyed howlite and antique bronze wire, all from Jewellery Maker. I also made some earrings to match. I love the show, and that's Helen in Barnsley.
Thank you, Helen. That's gorgeous.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Love the colours.
I've got more butterflies and dragonflies here. This is incredible. This is just so summery. I love it. 330 using these beautiful bezels that we have here at Jewellery Maker. Sent in by Deb Briggs in Coventry. It says, morning all, here's my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. It's resin, set with some pendants. I made the colours by mixing mica powders. I hope you like them. Love, Deb Briggs in Coventry. Do you know what, Deb? That is absolutely gorgeous. And you could even, you could swelligan those bezels, couldn't you?
You could.
See, I'm just looking at everything thinking I could swelligan that. I could swelligan that. I could swelligan you.
Yeah, no, you could, yeah.
Do you fancy swelligan hair?
I fancy something doing with it, yeah. Actually, that would be quite cool, wouldn't it?
It'd be awesome.
For a Rocky Horror Show or something
Iron
like
hair.
that. Wow, yes. This is 326, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous colours. You love these colours, don't you?
Yeah,
Carol?
lovely.
And it's from Chris in Ebbw Vale. My first attempt at a tiara. I enjoyed playing with the pearls and wire, and I think it's pretty effective. I love the show. Thank you for giving me and many other jewellery makers an escape. I'd love to win, and thank you all you guys at JM. You're our saving grace. What a lovely email. Thank you for that,
You
Chris.
can write us another email sometime, Chris.
Every day.
That's fantastic. Thank you so
beautiful,
much.
Beautiful. First attempt. I love that bracelet. Gorgeous.
Lovely. Best of luck to you all. Right, am I heading back over here? Tell you what, I'm doing a lot of walking around today. Aren't I?
Yeah, do you good, do you good.
Do me good. Do me and Gherkin good.
Yeah, do you good.
Gherkin. Gherkin gave me a kick a minute ago when I was over with Christy. I think he likes your accent, Christy.
Aww.
Right. This is called spring waters. These aren't just any waters. These are spring waters. I'd love to do those adverts. I really would. I'd really go to town. We've got to do it, haven't we? Oh, right. Okay, so here we go. So, smoky quartz graduated plain 4 to 5 millimetre rounds. These are gorgeous. Don't you love smoky quartz? It goes with absolutely every single gemstone imaginable. The quality, the colour. It's got that perfect balance of lightness and richness. Of course, it's going to go with the strand that we bought you earlier on with the smoky quartz and the white quartz. Of quartz, it's going to go. Of quartz, it's going to go. Quartz. It's a joke. Of quartz, it's going to go with it. Fine, fine. You know what? Fine. 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 Ryan doesn't get it. Right. Of course it's going to quartz. Anyway, smoky quartz. Tell you what, I don't know why I bother. Abalone tiles. These are 20 by 15 millimetres in diameter. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Beautiful colours. Don't you love the blues, the greens, the gorgeous pinks and purples, the peaches as well. They just look gorgeous. Look at that. Look at the shine you get with that. Can you imagine these with antique bronze findings, or maybe some of the swelliganted pieces that we saw today that Christy made, with some of the swelligant polymer clay? That would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Beautiful. This gorgeous strand will go with absolutely every single gem, because you're getting pretty much every tone throughout this gorgeous strand of abalone. Next, peridot. This is Natalia's favourite. I better not say this too loudly. She's in the workshop room today. Peridot, and I think in America you call it peridot. Is that right?
I say peridot because I think you guys say it much more elegantly.
Oh, Christy, you can come again. I thought it was peridot. Peridot.
You say it swelligantly.
So you got your peridot. So why did everyone laugh at Christy's joke? Why do you laugh at my jokes?
Just listen.
Fine. Laugh at the guests' jokes. Don't laugh at mine. Fine. Because I've said it about 59,000 times. Right, so abalone rectangles, peridot plain rectangles, smoky quartz plain rounds. Really, really lovely, lovely bundle, this one. It's going to work because, of course, you've got the earthy greens, earthy browns, grass greens, and then, of course, you've got all these gorgeous colours in between. So it's going to work beautifully together. One great price for you today. These abalone rectangles are just enormous. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Here is your deal today for this incredible bundle. Have a look at this. £11.95. Stunning, stunning quality here. Beautiful colours, gorgeous clarities, loads and loads and loads of different influences here. And if you want to mix other gemstones in with this, just have a look at some of the gems that we've already bought you today, including the smoky quartz and the white quartz. Now, we've still got to come if you want to get on the phones a little bit later on for this gorgeous strand of moonstone, which goes so beautifully with the smoky quartz. Think outside the box. You don't have to use all these gemstones together if you don't want to. Separate them out. Really, really lovely bundle here, though, called Spring Waters IGGC86, smoky quartz, peridot, and abalone. I've got one final bundle to bring you, and then we're going to have a little break. So, garnet. Garnet! Gorgeous garnet. In fact, I think I made this one as well. I'm obsessed with this gemstone. I love it. I love it. My grandpa passed away about 13 years ago, and his first name was Hatha, after Hatha Yoga. His parents were hippies. It was really strange for them to be. Well, it's kind of strange, isn't it? For you, kind of like so my great grandparents were hippies. That's a long time ago, isn't it? Anyway, his middle name is Garnet. And he was the brightest button. He was the life and soul of every single party. He was awesome. And it wasn't until I started working for the Genuine Gemstone Company that I realised that garnet isn't an inky black, colourless genuine gemstone with nothingness. It can be bright, it can be beautiful, it can be bright red, just like this. This is totally natural. Totally natural. No heat treatment, no coating. So why is this garnet so much better than other garnet that you've seen? Because we don't settle for substandard garnet. We want to bring you the very, very best that we can. You've got a double strand of garnet nuggets. You've got Gems of Distinction garnet hearts. And you've got garnet 2mm faceted rounds as well. So that is actually the equivalent of 1, 2, 3, 4 strands of garnet. All of this is genuine natural red garnet. No heat treatment at all. Today, this is your price for this incredible garnet bundle, £11.95. You are looking at not just a gemstone, you're looking at a household name. This is a gemstone with so much heritage and so much prestige behind it. Even if you know nothing about gemstones, I bet you've heard of garnet. Even if you know nothing about genuine gemstones, and this is the first time you've ever seen genuine gemstones, I bet that you have heard of garnet. It's one of those gems that everybody seems to know about. So it's going to make it even easier when it comes maybe to sell it on, when it comes maybe to give it away as a prezi, because people will have heard of it. £11.95p, an ancient gem mentioned in the Bible. The quality is superb. Under £12 for all of your strands here. Stunning. Gorgeous. Now, do not go anywhere. Coming up in just the next few seconds, we have got a brand new strand. Wednesday this sold out, yesterday this sold out. I've got a brand new strand here, and it's going to sell out. It's a brand new strand of dyed blue quartz. It's coming up in just a few seconds. You're going to love it. Check out your baskets, because this one's going to fly. Don't go anywhere.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Here at Jewellery Maker, our in-house gemologists don't just check and verify the gemstones, but they give the final seal of quality control.
Are you ready to shake off the snowflakes and celebrate summer? Well, how about joining us on Friday the 28th of June for our Summer Sunshine Dinner? This year we're leaving the Midlands and heading to London for an evening of glitz and glamour in order to support the Colourful Life Foundation. Overlooking the iconic Butler's Wharf, the Tower Hotel is located on the banks of the River Thames. This prestigious venue neighbours the World Heritage Site, the Tower of London, home to the Crown Jewels. Join Steve and Sarah Bennett, a host of presenters, as well as our friend and newly appointed trustee of the Colourful Life Foundation, Glenn Lehrer. There will be auctions and raffles, as well as the chance to join the Colourful Life Foundation's brand new sponsorship programme, an exciting way of directly supporting the projects that matter to you. Places are limited, so for more information or to book, please call 0845 612 2000 or email tggcball@gems.tv. See you in London.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
I've just taken part in Gemma's Adventures with Beading Thread course. I thoroughly enjoyed it and would recommend it to anybody to take part. I mean, Gemma is amazing, the whole group has been relaxed and it's been a really enjoyable day. I'll definitely come back.
Watch and learn how to use Natalia Coleman's fabulous clay toolkit. This DVD will show you how these versatile tools can be used with silver, copper, bronze and polymer clay. Learn how to design a domed pendant, use textures and stamps, combine metal clay with gem art and much more. To grab yourself a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Oh my word, have we got a gorgeous strand for you now. Oh, this is beautiful. This is the most stunning strand of blue dyed quartz. Now, we brought you this strand, I think I can't remember what the size was on Wednesday, and it's sold out. On Thursday, which was yesterday, we brought you a strand of 8mm dyed blue quartz, which sold out. And today, these are wonderful. These are 10mm in diameter. There is something about this strand, something about this quality, which just it's so popular. There are certain gemstones which just, for me, are evocative of such huge quality. There are certain gemstones which really do it. Gemstones like blue Ratnakiri zircon, which is one of the rarest gemstones in the world from Ratnakiri in Cambodia. Gemstones like neon blue apatite, which in this kind of size, goodness knows the kind of price point you'd be looking at. But there's also gemstones like aquamarine, and one of the rarest and most valuable varieties of aquamarine is an aquamarine called Santa Maria aquamarine, which is from a very specific region in Brazil, from a specific mine. It's got to be a specific colour. And for me, this gemstone strand looks like all of those. Ratnakiri zircon, neon blue apatite, Santa Maria aquamarine. Now, if this was a strand of any of those gemstones, what price would you be looking at? What price would you be looking at? If it was Santa Maria Aquamarine, you would probably be looking, you wouldn't be looking at double figures, and I doubt very much you'd be looking at triple figures either, because a gemstone strand like this, if it was Santa Maria Aquamarine, oh my word, almost name your price. Now, luckily for you today, this is dyed blue quartz. So you're getting the look of all that gorgeous quality, but you're going to get an amazing price point. I think we've got to think about at times like this is, okay, everybody wants that designer look. Everybody wants that kind of, maybe that designer handbag, that pair of designer shoes, but designer things are expensive, aren't they? They're really, really, really expensive. So what do? Well, you look for something which is hopefully of the same kind of quality, which looks similar, but is a much, much, much lower price. That's what a lot of people do. So, you know, it's something which happens a lot. With this strand, you are getting just that. You are getting the look of Ratnakiri zircon. You are getting the look of neon blue apatite. You are getting the look of Santa Maria Aquamarine. But the price point is amazing, incredible. In fact, today the price point is unbelievably low. What kind of price are you thinking for this gorgeous strand? Are you thinking maybe, oh, I don't know, £17.95 maybe? Maybe £14.95. What about you, Linda? What kind of price are you thinking for this strand?
Probably on the side of Jewellery Maker madness and go £15.95.
Okay, okay. It's not the kind of strand you see on Jewellery Maker at all, really, is it? You don't normally see this kind of...
No, well, I've been watching the show this week and I've seen the other two strands. And you know when you see a strand that's going to sell out just like that, I thought, well, I've got no chance of getting that. So it's nice to see it today. It's lovely to see it in the flesh.
Today, this strand of dyed blue quartz in 10mm faceted rounds. The one we bought yesterday was 8mm faceted rounds. Today, this is 10mm, so even bigger, even bluer. And look at your price, £7.95. £7.95 for dyed blue quartz 10mm faceted rounds. The deal you are getting here is, it's just incredible, isn't it? You're getting something that looks like Ratnakiri zircon. You're getting something which looks like Santa Maria Aquamarine. You're getting something which looks like neon blue apatite. And if it was any of those gemstones in this gorgeous strand, would you be looking at £7.95 or would you be looking at £77.95? Would you be looking at over £100 for a strand like this? Do you know what? If it was Santa Maria Aquamarine, you almost definitely would be. £7.95, and you're getting the look, you're getting that quality, you're getting that colour, you're getting everything you would ever expect to get from those gorgeous gemstone strands, apart from the price point. And that is the big difference. Everybody wants to get that kind of quality. They want to get the kind of quality that you would expect to get from something which would cost maybe £120, but you want to pay less. And that's exactly what you're getting here. Now, yeah, you are going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee. I doubt very much you're going to need it. I doubt very much you're going to use it, but you got it anyway. And if you were lucky enough to be successful on Wednesday and Thursday for the 2 new strands of dyed blue quartz, brilliant. I can't guarantee the next time we're going to get this gemstone on the show, it's going to be this price. I can't guarantee there's going to be enough ready and available for everyone watching. I can't guarantee that you're going to be watching and you're going to be able to take advantage of it. Take advantage of it now, because gemstones like this, they do sell out. I think we had about 300 of these to start with, and we've got less than 140 remaining now. They really are going so quickly. And the majority of you are buying more than one of these as well. So if you do want to get 2 or 3 or 4 of these, go for it. Just enjoy it, go for it. And if you missed out for the strand yesterday, now is the time to act. Now is the time to get this. And if you came in for the strand yesterday, they were 8mm rounds. These are 10mm rounds. So you might want to kind of get that gorgeous graduated quality. Lovely. £7.95 for this stunning strand. Well done. Hold those lines. Isn't that great? It's lovely, isn't it?
That's beautiful. You know what you're saying about the look of the other gemstones?
Yeah.
You know, when you get like a celeb getting married, or like when Kate Middleton married Prince William and that, the next day the dress is on there, isn't it? It's dresses in the high street. And this is essentially what you can do.
Yeah.
You can find that Bulgari piece, you can find that fabulous piece in that fantastic, but you can make it up in a very affordable gemstone, but make it look exactly the same.
I thought you were actually going to refer to Kate Middleton's engagement ring, because she, of course, had the sapphire and the diamonds, which Princess Diana had. And the day after, it was shown that she had, exactly the same engagement ring. There were loads and loads of pieces of costume jewellery for kind of about a tenth of the price on the internet. It's what happens, but you're not getting costume quality here. You're getting genuine gemstone quality for such a low price. It's amazing, isn't it? Now, I don't know how Linda's going to take this. I certainly don't know how Christy's going to take this, because this is just going to be. This might cause a bit of upset, actually. I think you might see one of the first on-screen fist fights between presenter and guest designer. I honestly believe. What is that floating in my hot chocolate? I don't know. Chris, what have you done to this? Anyway, right. I think you might see one of the first fist fights live on Jewellery Maker. Because, Linda, is it what? Linda, you are fairly level-headed. I think you are, reasonably level-headed. But if you see something that you like, you want it, you get very upset if you can't have it. You have been to, where have you been with Jewellery Maker? What countries have you been to before?
China.
You've been to China, haven't you?
Yep.
And you know how much we can pay for gemstones, don't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, Sheila and I went out there and we bought all the components for 300 kits. So I do know that very well.
So you know how much we can pay for gemstones, you know the kind of quality we can get. Okay, right. I'm actually a little bit scared. It's all right, Gherkin, don't worry. Now, this is moonstone. I think we can all identify this as moonstone. It's got a gorgeous shiller going through this stunning gemstone. The quality's absolutely beautiful. How many of these do we have, by the way, Laura? Oh dear. Right, okay, right, here we go. Now, think of the most ideal situation with moonstone. Moonstone's a member of the feldspar family. What are you gonna get? You're gonna get a glow, you're gonna get shiller, you're gonna get colour, you're gonna get carat weight, you're gonna get all these gorgeous qualities, and you hope that it's all present in moonstone. Right, let's have a look at this strand. Are you getting a glow? Yeah. The light is entering these gorgeous translucent gemstones, making them glow. It's beautiful. What kind of a glow is it? Well, it's like a white glow. It's like a peachy glow with the peachy colour ones. It's shiller, basically. It's light entering this gemstone, reflecting from the layers inside the gem, giving you shiller. This kind of quality of moonstone, I wouldn't describe it as bead quality. I describe it as gemstone quality. This is the kind of quality that I would, as a jewellery maker, I would set with gold. I would set with rose gold, definitely, yellow gold, definitely white gold, brilliant. For me, a strand like this has got real quality and huge amounts of inherent value. This is a kind of gemstone strand that I would want to separate these gemstones out, maybe set them into pieces of jewellery, maybe into rings, maybe into pendants, maybe make a suite of jewellery. And this is the kind of strand that I would want to pass down from me to my future generations. So to my kids, who'd pass it down to their kids, and so and so and so and so and so on. For me, moonstone's got real inherent value. It's a very symbolic gemstone. It holds a lot of value, not just for us today, but for the Greeks and the Romans. This gemstone was connected with fertility and celestial times as well. The quality you are going to be getting here, I think, is as good as any moonstone that you would consider setting into gold. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look how different each one of these gemstones is. Look at the size and the shape. Can you see how each one has got its own character? Each one's been here has been faceted by hand for beauty, not for carat weight. And that's really important. The lapidress has looked at each one of these gemstones and said, right, how can I get the maximum out of this gemstone? And they've done just that. They've faceted these gemstones very, very basically, quite crudely in the fact that they're not regular sizes or regular shapes. Every one is different. Every one has got a character. Okay? When I first started working on Jewellery Maker full-time, we had strands of moonstone in stock. Some of them were peach moonstone, some of them were white, some of them were rainbow. And the kind of price points that we had for moonstone was kind of between £20 and £30. which I honestly think is brilliant, considering how much you would pay for moonstone elsewhere. Not just because of the way that it looks, but because of the myth and legend. People will pay a lot of money for moonstone, they will do. And it is very, very difficult and quite rare to get it with this amount of shiller, with this amount of quality. Now, the reason why I'm so scared about this strand today is because I know how low this is going to go. When I first saw this strand this morning, and I picked it up and I looked at it, I had a price in my head. And my price for this strand, in my head, in my little pea brain, was £21.95p. That was my price. I thought, right, gems of distinction, these are big moonstones. They're not just big moonstones, the quality is superb. It's some of the best I've ever seen. The shiller and the amount of shiller and the amount of colour and the amount of quality is second to none. When Laura told me how low this was going to go, I did not believe her. And when Linda sees the deal you are going to get for this today, and when Christy sees the deal that you are going to get for this today, nobody is going to be able to believe this, because think of the most ridiculous price you can for multicolour moonstone. Think of the most ridiculous price you can for multicolour moonstone. We started off with 300 of these. We've got less than half left. Why? Because this is your price. £6.95.
Wow.
£6.95p.
I want one.
I want 10.
I want 10. Oh, wow, it's gorgeous.
That's madness, isn't it?
Yes. Can you imagine the amount of jewellery you can make? I mean, just one of those on a gold chain, a silver chain, and one as a charm on a bracelet.
That's a £20 charm. It's a £20 necklace.
Exactly. And there's something mysterious about moonstone. It's one of those gemstones that you never tire of looking into and looking at. It's interesting.
How can... I still can't get my head around this. How can moonstone that looks this good, with this much shiller, with this much... excuse me. Sorry. Oh, I'm choking. There's 170 carats in size. Be £6.95. How? I know a jewellery maker, and I'm told this every day, and it is the truth. Our margins are tiny on Jewellery Maker. We lose a lot of money on Jewellery Maker. But it's the whole kind of thing. If you like what you see, if you like the price that you see, you'll come back for more, and you'll come back for more, and you'll come back for more, and you'll come back for more. And that's great. That's how we keep you here at Jewellery Maker, by keeping our prices low. But I am dumbfounded. How can we do this? Because that and that just don't go together for me. There needs to be another number in front of that 6, like a 2. £6.95p. Whether it's wire-wrapped rings, whether it's necklaces, whether it's pendants. Christy, is moonstone as popular in the US as it is over here? Because over here, it's one of those gems that...
Oh, yeah, it's huge.
Is it the myth and legend people go for? Or is it the look of it? What is it?
It's pulling back to that nostalgia thing. You know, that was a big stone in anything mythological, which is huge right now, and sci-fi, like all the Lord of the Rings stuff, all that elfin jewelry.
Yes.
Yeah, moonstone's a big deal. Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's $6.95.
That's crazy.
I mean, Christy, you don't need to get your currency converter out to see that that's a great deal,
baby.
It is, isn't it? It's a deal, baby. I love it. It's fantastic. $6.95 for moonstone of this quality, with this shiller, with this colour. That is outstanding. I want to get 5 or 6 strands of these.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think we're going to have to record. We're going to have to record "It's a Deal, Baby" after the show.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing when I say "It's a deal, baby." It just sounds a bit creepy. But when Christy says it, say it again.
That's a deal, baby.
Yes, it's awesome. Can we just play that out all the time?
Over and over. Make a song of it. We will.
It's amazing, isn't it? Add it to your order. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You're only paying $2.95 P&P per order. That is astonishing. It's one of the best deals I think we bought you on Jewellery Maker this year. I think it's just incredible. I love it. Just love it. I loves it, I loves it, I loves it. If you want to get 3 or 4 strands of these, get them home, decide which ones you want to keep, send the others back, go for it. I doubt you will send the others back though, to be honest. Right, how about, is it time for a boutique? I'm so glad we managed to get hold of this boutique collection today because Linda was setting up all this amazing jewellery and I was looking at it thinking, this isn't on my schedule. Where is all this lovely, where is this? And for whatever reason, it hadn't been scheduled, so I'm so glad we managed to get... Excuse me, I've got teacups now. Sorry. Teacups. There we go. There we go. Gherkin likes hot chocolate. It's kind of giving me indigestion. It's nice. You don't need to know that. Don't know why I told you. Anyway, I'm so glad we can bring you this boutique collection today because Linda has worked so hard on the jewellery that she's created with this. The gems in this collection are out of this world. We bought you moonstone today, we bought you blue quartz, we bought you some incredible qualities. The deal you're going to get with this boutique collection is amazing as well. Let me show you the gemstones you're going to be getting in here. White quartz faceted ovals. Oh, these are beautiful, lovely size on these. Really unusual, actually. Really unusual size. If you're still waiting on the phone lines there for that gorgeous moonstone, do hold the lines. There's still some of them available. The queue on the phone lines is there at the minute. It's a couple of minutes wait on the phone lines. But just hold the lines. We'll answer your call as soon as we can. And don't forget, it is a free phone number from a BT landline. Just don't forget that. Well done. So, or a toll-free number, as I'd say in the States. Toll-free. So you've got a gorgeous... You've got a gorgeous strand here of white quartz faceted ovals. Lovely, lovely strands here. To go with this, you can put anything with this, of course, because it's white. It will go with anything. It'll take on the characteristics of everything. It's just beautifully and versatile. So you've got your white quartz, followed by... Have you got the details of this, lovely Ryan? You've then got your gorgeous black banded agate faceted 4mm rounds. 35 carats of that. Then you've got your gorgeous... now, this is like a dove grey agate. Oh! Smoky. How many, sorry? 30 carats again of your gorgeous dove grey agate. Then, oh my word. What is it with coated gemstones at the minute? They're amazing. Coated chalcedony. This with the moonstone. Oh! Look at that with the moonstone we bought you earlier on. Oh! Amazing. 85 carats of your coated chalcedony faceted rounds here. Oh, aren't they gorgeous? These are 8mm rounds. Actually, they're slightly graduated, actually. Look, slightly graduated. So smaller ones on the end, larger ones in the centre. Beautiful. Let's introduce some colour, shall we? Okay. Is this citrine? I can see why Linda's put this in the collection. Right. In this strand of citrine, you are pretty much getting every single shade of citrine imaginable. The vast majority of citrine you will get on Jewellery Maker is either going to be an orangey yellow or more of a yellowy yellow. Very, very, very few strands of citrine and very few examples of citrine that you will find here at the Genuine Gemstone Company will be whiskey coloured. Unless it's labelled as Madeira citrine, which is one of the world's rarest gemstones. It is a natural form of citrine. This isn't Madeira citrine, but there are colours in here reminiscent of Madeira citrine. It's labelled as citrine. If this was Madeira citrine, you'd probably be looking at about £50–60 for this strand. However, having said that, yes, it is going to be heated citrine, as the vast majority of citrine is. In fact, almost all citrine is heated apart from Madeira citrine. You are going to be getting those colours reminiscent of Madeira citrine, so your whiskey colours, your Madeira colours, basically. It's like a fortified quality. It's just beautiful. Getting these areas of Madeira citrine quality is very, very exciting in this strand. These are gems of distinction beads, and let me just show you the facety on these as well. Individually hand faceted. How difficult do you think that is? how difficult to apply all these facets. Because these facets don't go from top to bottom. Well, they don't merely go from top to bottom, they go from top to bottom, but around. They swirl around the gemstone, which is just incredible. Gorgeous, gorgeous quality. Now, surely that's it for this boutique collection. Surely that's it. I've got 2 spools of wire. 15 metres of 0.25mm gauge antique bronze colour copper wire, the most popular wire we have here on Jewellery Maker, 0.25mm in gauge, and 10 metres of 0.6mm gauge antique bronze colour copper wire as well. 2 loads of wire, 25 metres in total. Surely that's it for this boutique collection. Surely that's it. You're getting 2 gems of distinction strands, you're getting your 2 strands of agate, you're getting your white quartz. Surely that's it. No. This is labradorite of such a supreme quality. I am in love with this. 350 carats of Madagascan labradorite. Oh my word, this is such an amazing gemstone. And do you know what Christy was saying earlier on about the kind of whole the kind of fantasy movie, the whole kind of Lord of the Rings, the whole kind of fairy tale quality. This is one of those gemstones that reflects that quality. And you have just one of these in a piece of jewellery. That's my favourite one there. That one. Look at that. Oh, pink, peach. Colours you would never expect to get in labradorite. And you're getting it because the quality is so incredible. Oh my goodness me. I could look at that all day. I could look at that gemstone all day and not get bored. It's amazing, isn't it? Look at that quality. That on its own, in a ring, in a bracelet, that for me would be a £20 piece of jewellery right there. Just with that one gemstone, just that one gem. On this strand of labradorite, you're going to be getting approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. About 15 of these. Look at this one. I've just spotted another one, which is amazing. Look at this. Look at that. Can you see it, Ollie? I mean, you've worked with gemstones for years, Ollie. This has got to be some of the best labradorite you've ever seen.
Is there such a thing as rainbow labradorite?
Is there such a thing as rainbow labradorite? I don't know. But you really are getting every single colour imaginable in labradorite, aren't you? Every single one of these has got a quality. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. Now, this is going to go low, okay? There's a huge amount of labradorite here. I have to say, I'm interested in this boutique collection, but I have to say, I want this strand of, I could take this strand of labradorite and just look at it all day. I do a real Mark Smith with it. I mean, he gets gemstones like this home and just looks at them for about 6 months, and then decides what to do with them. And we'll talk to Linda in a few seconds about how she actually managed to cut this strand up, because I wouldn't have the heart to do it. Today, this is your price for this boutique collection. Now, isn't that one of the best prices you've ever seen for a boutique collection of this quality? Coated chalcedony, like a pearlescent coated chalcedony, one of the biggest and best strands of labradorite we've ever had on the show. Citrine with colours reminiscent of Madeira citrine, 2 strands of agate, white quartz faceted ovals, and 25 metres of wire. That's all for under £50. It's incredible. Now, I'm going to head over to Linda because Linda, I want to get your. I just want to talk to you about this incredible boutique collection. Where did you find this labradorite first of all? Have you been to the magic cupboard again?
Yeah, I've been into the Magic Dream gemstone cupboard that's got a big lock on it, and I found the magic key.
It's some of the best labradorite I have ever seen in my life.
It is, and that was the strand I started with. That's what triggered the whole collection off. And then I, as you've just done and you've shown on camera, saw all those incredible colours, particularly the golds. And then I thought, I want some antique bronze wire with this, and then I want some citrine with this. And then the rest of it was a bonus on top of that, because I sort of struggled to find, well, I struggled to find the citrine, I must admit, but kept searching. And I love it.
Wow.
I love it. I'm a big fan of labradorite, because I know that so many gemstones work with it.
Look at that. What gauge of wire is that, Linda?
That's is it the 4 that's in there?
I believe it is the 0.6 and
that's
0.25.
Right. It's the 6 is an outside structure, and then the 0.25 going in the sort of basket weave.
But the wire work doesn't end here. Look at these incredible links that Linda has created around this necklace.
I mean, that is using the wire twister tool that we had on there about
perfect.
3 or 4 weeks ago. Using that and then using it to that work hardens the wire, obviously.
Of course,
so
it does.
You can
yes.
use it in chains then, and then just coming through a lighter effect. That's just a real tribute to the vintage, as far as I'm concerned. That one, I used a lot of vintage looks, and
the swirls, the curls. That's very vintage, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think the labradorite too gives it a real vintage.
It really does.
Because of the colours coming off of it.
This necklace here, you've used the grey agate, which just looks beautiful alongside the labradorite and the coated chalcedony. Let's talk about that, because that, in any other boutique collection, would be the centre strand. It's only because of the labradorite that it kind of gets overshadowed a little bit.
And I mean, anybody who's bought that fantastic, most amazing bargain of the moonstone.
Oh yeah.
You pop the moonstone in with this collection.
Oh,
and
definitely.
Well, icing on the cake.
Look at that. I'm hardly moving this. I'm not even moving the bust.
No, the labradorite.
Look at the labradorite.
It's almost as if it's been sort of etched into it.
It
colour,
is,
isn't it?
It's the fibres inside the gemstone. Because the gems are so big, you get to see.
Yeah, you get to see. It's almost like the what's that thing? I've got it on my bucket list in. The lights, you know, the weather
Northern
phenomenon.
Lights.
The Northern Lights.
Aurora
Borealis. I should have called it that. Yes, that's the one.
We weren't seeing the Northern Lights, they weren't there.
They weren't there?
They weren't there.
Well, that's what I'm worried about.
It's too cloudy. And the citrine as well. Colours in here reminiscent of Madeira citrine. This piece is just a delight to look at. It must be even more of a delight to wear, though. Woo! Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The antique bronze wire.
That was showing the fact that you can use these vintage looks, you can use these heirloom looks, you can pick back and find things that, you know, pieces that you like from those eras, and then bring them smack bang up to modern day.
Isn't it gorgeous?
With the twisted wire that is going on there.
And you've used a little bit of silver metal clay on the end here as well, which I think is just so
I had a go
sweet.
with the precious metal clay and came up with that leaf.
You are clever.
Which I'm really pleased.
I think it looks gorgeous. Really beautiful. You must be really proud of that.
Yeah, that is just painting the liquid clay onto a leaf.
Wow.
That was a leaf. That was a leaf to start with, and then when you burn it off, the leaf burns away and leaves you with that delightful.
And now with what you've learned today, you could swell against it as well if you wanted to.
I could swell against it as well too. Yes.
We're just going to swell against everything. Swell against the busts. Swell against this mat as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Linda, that has been the most incredible boutique collection. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Now, I don't want to shock you too much, Linda. I don't want to drive you to distraction today, but we've got another new strand. Lilac pearls. Have you seen them?
It's a good job Sheila's not here.
It is a good job Sheila isn't here, actually. I'm going to head back over here. Thank you so much. This strand of gemstones is beyond beautiful. Here we go. If I just pop these down here. Oh, Chris. There's loads of mess.
Right, I'll do it. Don't
you what?
Don't worry.
Right. Gorgeous strands here of lavender pearls. Now, it'll be interesting to see what Christy thinks of this, actually, because pearls are something which are universally loved. There are certain gemstones which are popular in certain areas of the world. So, oh goodness me, jade is very, very popular over in the Far East. Diamonds are very popular in the Western world. Pearls are universally loved, excuse me, throughout the entire world. Everyone loves a pearl. Pearls seem to have a lot of, evoke lots of memories for people, lots of emotions for people. People wear pearls on their wedding day. Pearls are reminiscent of pieces of jewellery their grandparents used to wear, of maybe something which their mum wears. And they've got real inherent value, I think. It's something which you can pass down from generation to generation. Pearls, however, on the high street, can be very, very considered. Why is it that when you go into your local, oh, I don't know, H&M or Topshop or your local, oh, I don't know, Accessorize, you are greeted by loads and loads and loads of pieces of jewellery that have imitation pearls? Why so many imitation pearls? Why plastic pearls? Why are they everywhere? It's because the real deal can be so considered. And rightly so with some pearls, especially if you go down the kind of South Sea pearl quality. Now, these are genuine freshwater cultured pearls, which means they are real pearls. They're not fake, they're not synthetic, they are genuine pearls. Linda, I know how you feel about pearls. They're ageless, they're timeless, aren't they?
Yeah, they cross all of the eras, don't they? Really, really well. I mean, another great look for me after the sort of Downton type Victorian Edwardian is going into the 50s.
Definitely, yes.
And you know, the Audrey Hepburn look, and they're just so beautiful for that.
Yes.
Everybody loves pearls. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that they don't like pearls for a specific reason.
No, I've never heard of anyone saying they don't like pearls. Christy, with pearls in the States, is it the same over there? Are they ageless, timeless?
Yes. You go to any kind of a show and just the tables of pearls, every shape and color, and yeah, they're a big deal. I love them. I've got way more than I can possibly ever use and still like to buy more.
Yes. It is definitely one of those things. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure, isn't it? If you see a great deal for pearls, you're going to take advantage of it. Now, we bought you a strand of pearls yesterday on the show that we had 300 in stock of. They sold out, and they were literally bought down by Ed. He's one of our managers here on Jewellery Maker. Bought down by Ed. We sold them. They went. Boom. The same's going to happen with this strand. You do realise that, don't you? These pearls are 9 by 8 millimetres in diameter. They're big. They're really, really big. Each one of these pearls could have taken, oh, goodness me, between 6 and 12 months to form. It's a long time. It's a long time. To get this strand of pearls, to make sure that they're all the same size, the same shape, because pearls do not form 9 out of 10 times with this gorgeous shape. To get enough pearls which are the same size, the same shape, the same quality on one strand, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pearls would have been sorted through to get the pearls for this strand. Now, lavender pearls, gorgeous colour, beautiful quality. Genuine freshwater culture pearls, these are the real deal. They have been dyed, of course. You don't get pearls which are naturally this colour, but they are genuine pearls. Why buy imitation pearls? Why, when you can get the real deal for prices like this? £8.95p. £8.95 for genuine freshwater cultured pearls. And do you know what's so interesting? From speaking to so many of you who come in for workshops, ladies who've come on our bridal workshops as well, speaking to Christy, speaking to Sheila, speaking to Linda, speaking to all of our guest designers, pearls are one of those things. If you see a great deal for pearls, there's something about them, you just want them. You just want them. There's something about them. They're as everlasting as diamonds. They're as attractive and everlasting as the most beautiful movie film star. And anyone can wear them. Whatever your taste. I mean, my sister's got completely different taste to me in jewellery, in clothing. But she wears pearls. I wear pearls. My mum wears pearls. My grandma wears pearls. My cousin wears pearls. We all wear pearls. We're all different generations. We've all got different backgrounds, different tastes. But there's something universal about pearls. They're awesome, aren't they? £8.95p. And please, 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 if you want to multi-buy this strand, please just go for it. Speak to the call centre or Life Help. Don't be too tentative. Don't be too reticent to multi-buy this strand. Because again, pearls like this, of this kind of size, where else are you going to get a deal like this? £8.95p. You could probably get a strand of synthetic pearls for this kind of price, but why get synthetic pearls when you can get the real deal? And these are genuine freshwater culture pearls for £8.95p. Do you know how you can tell that they're real? Well, you can tell that they're real by looking at the size and the shape, seeing that they're not perfectly round. That in itself will be indicative of the fact that these are genuine pearls. Also, once you decide to keep these, rub them on your teeth. They'll feel gritty against your teeth. That's how you can tell that they're genuine pearls as well. You can get synthetic pearls out there. If you want to go for synthetic pearls, then go for it. Shell pearl's completely different because shell pearl is made from shell, so effectively it is it is formed of a genuine gemstone. I'm talking about plastic pearls and glass pearls. And Linda, I remember you speaking about that boutique collection you made. Oh goodness me, which had real pearls in it. And you were talking about, oh no, it wasn't a boutique collection, it was a strand of pearls that we had on the show.
Right. That's right.
And you were talking about crystal pearls that you bought in the past.
Yeah, the crystal pearls were glass pearls.
Yeah, that's it, glass pearls.
Which I did buy because I just, before I worked here, I liked the colour, all the colour scope that they came in, but they were upwards of 65 pence each.
Exactly. And you're going to be getting over 20, probably over closer to 40 on this strand for less than £9. It's madness, isn't it? But do you know what? There are so many people out there who don't know about Jewellery Maker, who just assume, I'll never be able to afford genuine gemstones, I'll never be able to afford the real deal, I'll just have to go for synthetics. You don't have to. Please make sure you tell everybody about this incredible deal. In my stash of gemstones at home, I've got smoky quartz, I've got white quartz, I've got black onyx, black agate, and I've got pearls. Those are my big gemstones, and all my pieces of jewellery, I try and use those gemstones as much as I can because I know they're always going to sell. It's always going to create huge amounts of attention. Now, of course, I'm sure you can imagine there is a queue on the phone lines at the minute. There's a queue of about 2 minutes on the phones, so just be patient. We know that you're waiting. Hold the lines. We'll answer your call as soon as we can. Does this go with the Amazonite we bought you earlier on? Yeah. Yeah. Does this go with the gorgeous smoky quartz and white quartz we bought you earlier on? Yes. Of course it does. Does this go with the moonstone? Definitely with those gorgeous creams and whites. It's awesome, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. Think about putting this with amethyst, with sage amethyst, with hematite, with pyrite. Think about putting it with Swelligant pieces. Really think outside the box. We brought you so much on today's show that you can put this with. Don't just necessarily think about pieces of jewellery. If you want to sew them onto birthday cards, sew them onto thank you cards. It's a really lovely way of just crafting and kind of using gemstones outside the box. Well done. Loads you on the phone line still. You're really making the most of this strand, which is brilliant. I'm so glad that you are. Well done. Less than £9 for this gorgeous strand. Well done. Hold those lines. Right, here we go. Scale mail. Oh my goodness me. Scale mail. This is a bonkers bundle, because there's a lot going on here and the price point is ridiculous. Scale mail, what is scale mail? It's aluminium scales, let me show you. Aluminium coloured scales, which look like these. These are gorgeous. They're beautiful. Gorgeous scale mail. They're coloured aluminium scales, which you can make beautiful pieces of jewellery out of. You can get smaller scales like this, and then you can also get larger scales like these ones here. Hang on. Okay, and I'll go through what you're going to be getting in this bundle in just a couple of seconds. So you get larger ones like these. So we do these in two sizes, small and large, or smaller and larger. Okay, you are going to be getting loads and loads and loads of these. Do we have the details on this, just so I can kind of rattle it all off, rather than getting all the scales out? We've also got a beautiful piece of jewellery up there which has been annoyingly turned away from us, so we can't actually see it. Now, let me get all these out. Linda, you've had a good go with them scale mail before, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
It is pretty amazing because it's another one of those things. If you're an arty, creative person, it gives you a medium, a bit like the Swelligant and that. You can add to it.
Yes.
So you can draw on it with permanent markers.
Yes.
And obviously there's a lot of design techniques that you can use with it as well, alongside jump rings and chains and things, and it makes a very high look at the minute. Trend look is this tribal look.
Ah, yes, of course. Just thinking outside the box with these, I bet you could Swelligant these, couldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. They're aluminium.
You can Swelligant everything.
Yes. But we've learned today you can Swelligant pretty much everything. So there we go. These are all the scales you're going to be getting. This is one example of all the scales you're going to be getting. So if I just tell you very quickly, 50 of the large silver scales, 50 of the large green scales, 50 of the large red scales, 50 of the large blue, 50 of the large orange, 50 of the large pink, then 100 of the small black, 100 of the small blue, 100 of the red, which is smaller, 100 of the small green, 100 of the small orange. This is kind of one example of all the scales you're going to be getting. Wow, that's a lot of scales. And these. This bundle is going to sell out. Why? Because you are going to be getting 200 yellow gold plated copper saw cut jump rings. Oh my goodness me. As soon as these are on the show, they sell out. Why? Right, these are fantastic for your scale mail and fantastic for your chain mail. They're saw cut, so they've been cut with a slice taken that way through the gemstone rather than cut, so you get the slice that way. So when you get a saw cut jump ring, you can only really use saw cut jump rings for chain mail. For scale mail, you probably could get away with using regular cut jump rings if you wanted to. But really, ideally, you want to use these saw cut jump rings. There's a pack of 200 of them here. These sell not by the 100, but by the 1,000 on Jewellery Maker. They are so popular. So a pack of 200 yellow gold plated copper saw cut jump rings as well, and a total of 1, 2, 3, 800, thank you. 800, who's going to count them all then? 800 scales, aluminium scales, all of different colours, and they're either in large or they're in small. Today, one great price. We've got loads of you there on the phone lines, goodness me. Today, this is your deal for all of these scales and your jump rings. $39.95. Incredible, well done. Call us now on our free phone number, get involved on our website, jewellerymaker.com. I'm looking at this bundle thinking, right, okay, I think that's a great deal for the scales on their own, but you've got the jump rings as well. You've got the saw cut jump rings as well. 200 of your saw cut jump rings, perfect for chain mail and scale mail, added into this bundle, and it's all costing you less than £40. Just wonderful. And feel free to swelligant them as well. You know, you can swelligant these. You can swelligant pretty much anything out there. So if you do want to swelligant these, just go for it. And you're going to be getting either 50 or 100 of each one of these examples of scales anyway. So, you know, if you decide that you don't like it, you've always got loads and loads and loads more to go with. It's fantastic, isn't it? 800 scales to choose from. You can swelligant them. You can have so much fun with these. And, of course, a pack of 200 of your jump rings. And, again, if you don't want the yellow gold plated copper, but you want them to be antique bronze, or you want them to be silver, or you want them to be, you know, whatever kind of precious metal, you can swelligant them as well. Don't think that you're limited just because these are yellow gold plated copper and that's what you have to work with. If you come and get our swelligant deals today, and then you can swelligant these jump rings to make them into antique bronze if you want. And all you need for that is the metal coating swelligant that we bought you, and the prep and the sealant. And that's all you would need, and that's all you would need to make these into iron coloured or silver coloured or antique bronze coloured or copper coloured. Simple, isn't it? Gorgeous. Right. Bundle. Tell you what, today's been one of those days. It's been brilliant though, isn't it? It's been so much fun. We've all learnt so much. It's been a learning day, wouldn't you say, Ollie?
Definitely. Yeah.
We've all learnt loads. It's been brilliant. Right. Spring greens. Spring greens. Ooh, faceted rondelles. Lovely. Faceted rondelles of Praenite. Lovely gemstone surrounded with those gorgeous apple greens and jet black inclusions, which is what Praenite is just famous for. Just lovely. You're then going to be getting a strand of green aventurine 4mm rounds. Lovely. And a strand of, oh, do you know, I love it when labradorite's this size. Labradorite 2mm rounds. It always looks more khaki coloured. It always catches me out, this. Lovely kind of greeny coloured labradorite faceted 2mm rounds, 8 carats. Isn't that gorgeous? So sweet. 3 strands in total. Gorgeous spring greens in here. Perfect for spring and summer. Great with antique bronze findings. Oh my goodness me. Great with swelligant as well. Imagine this with some of the patinas that we bought you today. Yeah. Give us a call when you can or get involved on our website. Here's your deal. £11.95p for gorgeous spring green gemstones. Think about what you can add to this. Golds, pinks, browns, whites. It's going to go beautifully with this strand here that we bought you earlier on. Also, beautifully with a moonstone. Yeah. That was incredible. Really, really beautifully with the purple lavender pearls, because of course, think of amethyst. Amethyst can be pink or green. Sorry, purple or green. So of course, purple's going to go beautifully with the green. What about with the Amazonite? Do you know what? I think that works actually. Yeah, that's nice. Gives it much more of a kind of aged copper look, doesn't it? What about with the blue? Does it go with the blue? Does this bundle go with all of our brand new strands today? It does, doesn't it? Goes with all of them. That's incredible. I love it. Brilliant. Well done. What a perfect bundle. £11.95p for this gorgeous bundle with Praenite, Labradorite, and of course your gorgeous green Aventurine plain rounds as well. Well done. £11.95. Well done. Hold those lines. Great deal there. What's coming up, sweetie? Come on, Laura. Faster. This is Laura. Producer Laura. Can you give us a wave? She's running back in now. She's doing like a mum run, like one of those runs where it looks like they're running really fast, not actually moving any faster than a walk. I know it's got the lilac pearls, but have you seen the fluorite cabochon in this? There's a lady who commented on the fluorite cabochons that we had in stock the other day who said that hers was completely different. She loved it. But isn't it amazing to see all the different qualities you can get with fluorite? Now, fluorite plain rounds, lovely gem. It's the first fluorite we've seen on today's show, isn't it? 8mm plain rounds of fluorite. Gorgeous, 200 carats in total. Lovely watery gemstone in the fact that you get lovely clarity with this and subtle colours. Greens, purples, yellows, pinks, with genuine freshwater cultured pearls. The gorgeous 3mm genuine freshwater cultured lilac pearls. Will it go with the lilac pearls we bought you earlier on? You betcha. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. And then you are going to love this. Oh! Stripy fluorite cabochon. Wowzer, that is beautiful. With all the wire we bought you today in that gorgeous boutique collection, the 0.6 and the 0.25 and the wire work ring bundle as well, you can make some seriously awesome pendants out of this. So you've got 3 beautiful gemstone qualities here. Your genuine freshwater cultured pearls, your fluorite cabochon and your fluorite plain rounds. It's called Dawn Till Dusk. Do you want to see a price? Here it is today. Oh, that's awesome. Linda, if you were to make this cabochon into a pendant, that would be more of an £8.95 pendant, wouldn't it?
Oh, a bit more than that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
think that's gorgeous.
Look at that, isn't it beautiful?
That's Mother Nature, isn't it? Isn't Mother Nature wonderful?
Real rainbow, isn't it? Going through that.
Proper zebra flora. If you came in to get the pearls earlier on, the lilac pearls. Yes. Oh, I just love that. That is gorgeous. £8.95p for this stunning bundle. Have we got time for one more? Time for one more bundle. Then we're going to head over to lovely Linda and say a very big thank you to Linda. Oh, to Christy, to everyone. It's been amazing today. It's just been wonderful. Hasn't it? It's been great. I've learnt so much.
Yeah.
Every day's a school day on Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery.
Are these 3 strands of distinction in a bundle? 3 strands of distinction in this bundle. Nuggets of smoky quartz, coated smoky quartz faceted rondelles, and smoky quartz tumbles. 3 different varieties of smoky quartz, coated faceted, drops, and flat tumbles. I can't believe you've got 3 strands of distinction in this bundle, but you have, and here's your price. Probably the most versatile gemstone on planet Earth for £19.95. I tell you what, that's really sticking the knife in with you, isn't it, Linda? This is one of your favourite gems, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. When Chris just brought that over there, what is that?
I know.
Oh, my word, that is a Jewellery Maker's ideal of a chocolate sundae.
We've gone for the whole show without bringing you a smoky quartz bundle. Let me bring one to you just before I go over to you. You do realise she's going to be in a mood now?
No, just bring it with you and then I'll be happy so I can see it close up. Thank you.
Tell you what, under £20, get on the lines. Christy, do you want to come over?
Of course.
We can all come and stand together.
Quartz over here.
Yes. Yes.
We all
Look
get to have
at
a good
that.
old
You
look
get
at it.
to
Coated
see
smoky
it.
quartz. Aren't they beautiful?
Look at this.
Oh, nice.
That's almost like as if cobwebs
Sleep and
have been
slips in there. Sorry to interrupt the mother's meeting there. Sorry. Look at your jewellery. This is full-on capsule wardrobe holiday jewellery. You said you wanted to make capsule wardrobe pieces, and it is.
Yeah, well that's a necklace, okay? That's a necklace that you can literally wear. That's using all the gemstones in the bundle. You can wear that anytime. The other necklace is a choker, and then there's 3 bracelets. Which are put together with a jump ring clasp. So basically you can make that into a really long necklace. You can have a choker and you can have a bundle of 3 bracelets, you can whatever. But that's what I call a capsule.
You are clever.
I did that for a magazine once, and it was I think the theme was capsule, and I loved it ever since.
Oh yeah, that's
I think you've done an amazing job. Well, photos of all of Linda's pieces are going to be on our Facebook page over the next few hours. And can we get some photos of lovely Christie's pieces as well on our Facebook page? That's going to be lovely. It's been amazing having you with us, having both lovely ladies with us. So it's been absolutely superb. Thank you so much. Add everything onto your order that you can. It's been wonderful. You've all been wonderful. And so have you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us today. Tune in for the Late Show between 5 and 9. Take care, guys. Lots of love. Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756, Freesat 807 or Freeview Channel 43. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmoat, Redditch, B989HF.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.